What's up, Valhalla? Sports Talk is on the air. Dodgers versus Rockies, spring training action. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. What's up, everybody? What is up? Dodgers, Rockies. I don't have TV for this. Apparently you can watch it for free on MLB TV. I'm not going to do that, so I'll be listening to it with you. But it'll give us a chance to test out the new setup for 2024. I don't know why my mic is so low here. Were you guys able to hear me at all on the mic there? Anyway, Dodgers Rockies spring training. And I'll be listening to it just like you because it is not on TV here where I am at. I just figured out the mic, Sheila. But Kathleen in the house, Theo in the house, Samuel Ellis in the house, Beto up in here, Rubio, Summer Obe, Fourth Quarter Sports in the house. And here we go. As I mentioned, you can watch it for free apparently on MLB TV.
To baseball 24/7. It's MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM Channel 89. News, opinions, passionate baseball talk from former players and GMs, plus interviews with players, managers, and executives, and much, much, much more. If you can hear me right now, you've got MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM Channel 89, and on the Sirius XM app.
After the game, join us on MLB
I guess
Network
the big
Radio.
news.
We're talking baseball with you.
The big news this week for the Dodgers is Shohei Ohtani is going to make his debut as a designated hitter
You're listening to
tomorrow
baseball on Sirius XM.
for the Dodgers.
Check out MLB Network Radio.
And then the following day, Yamamoto is going to get the start. Lashiva in the house.
Back in Scottsdale at Salt River Fields at Talking Stick.
You guys still not hearing me or
what? Getting set for spring training action on this Monday afternoon. Ryan Yarbrough, one of the few lefties that the Dodgers have on their 40-man roster, will get the start today. Remember, Dodgers picked him up at the deadline last year from Kansas City. He had come up through the Rays organization. But Yarbrough, with a good opportunity this year to battle for one of the starting spots, the fifth spot, which is what they're looking for out of spring training. Dave Roberts has said that they will go with a 5-man rotation out of spring, and Yarbrough's got a chance to be that fifth guy.
Yeah, 9 starts, 16 relief appearances last year, and working 89 innings, but he gave up more base hits than innings that was being pitched.
We hear
Doesn't
you.
walk too many people to begin with, but he's kind of odd. We'll talk about it when the game gets underway. He's been very good, at least last year. You look at
Rick
the numbers.
Monday,
the first time through the
former
lineup,
Dodger great on the mic, on the radio broadcast. We'll be listening to the Dodgers Network today.
Third time, even more problematic, 343 average. So trying to extend a little bit of length. And today,
Sarah Small in the house. What's up, Miss Sarah?
How far? We don't really know, but a chance to unwrap things. And Yarbrough gets the ball down. Very effective.
For the Rockies, John Curtis gets the start. And the Rockies, under manager Bud Black, are throwing out a very representative lineup today with Charlie Blackmon leading off and right. Chris Bryant.
Okay, so the base setup is pretty much done, y'all. You're looking at the base setup, the nuts and bolts of our telecast this year.
Yeah, except for the catching.
The coolest thing about it is I can change the teams on either side
the catching. Diaz is in the
with about 3 clicks.
So
setup is not going to take nearly as much time.
Start in spring, they're 3-1 in the 4 games that they played, but they're coming off of their
so looking forward to that
season. In franchise history, they lost
the fun stuff, you know, the home run and all that stuff. That still has yet to be produced.
Trying to find a way to
but I got 30 days for that, so we'll get that taken care of for you, Dodgers
fans. They've got this beautiful developmental facility here. They share with the Diamondbacks.
Roadhouse was excellent yesterday, Theo. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much.
Sprawling, and they've got every facility and every possible developmental situation they could want here. But they just can't seem to get over the hump.
traded today, says Michael Negrete.
This year, if they can. Counting you down to the first pitch, Dodgers and
For what?
the Rockies from Scottsdale.
What's up, Cy?
Lineups and first pitch coming up.
Pretty sure we can't play that. You open up the Dodgers emojis in the chat? And no TV on this one, y'all. No TV. I don't think there is tomorrow either. So what was Margot traded for? He was doing well in spring training.
Right field, the Dodgers walk it off. The Dodgers win it.
The birthright of a legend. Back down, kiss the ring, show reverence.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, voted best in the Southland.
I can't lose, I'm a believer. I'ma change the world and give them hell till they believe us.
There is not stopping. There is no rebuilding.
We got Kanye rolling, everybody. For Noah Miller, a shortstop from the Twins. Interesting. Yeah, on TV in LA. I know.
After the game, check out MLB Network Radio.
I just don't remember my MLB.com password. I just used it last week for those tickets, but
have officially become the new evil empire.
Yeah. Ohtani, you have Mookie Betts, you have Freddy Freeman.
This can't be happening, but it is. LA is rejoicing right now.
Holy crap, as they say.
Here we go, it's the main event. Holy crap.
you don't need Margot with Cages and CP3, says Samuel Ellis. What's up, Samuel?
This is the main event in Los Angeles sports.
Rubio says, I bleed blue, baby. Let's
Spring
go,
training
man.
is presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, voted best in the Southland.
I am here.
Morongo,
I am alive.
good times.
Here we go, it's showtime.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around
20
the
in
Diamond
the house.
and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any other stores to receive a free team bracelet.
I do remember
and
on
$50
TV
off
and
any
Select
purchase
TV.
of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniel's. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Hey, it's David Vassay. What makes Navien a home run for your home? Navien tankless water heaters offer an endless flow of hot water for spa-like comfort.
We got 20 in the house, y'all. Share this out on your social media. Let's get a crowd up in here.
Bills. Right now, SoCal Gas is offering up to a $1,200 rebate when you replace your old tank with a new, high-efficiency Navien tankless water heater. Find the name of your Navien contractor today at tanklessmadesimple.com.
This is 16 likes on the stream. Appreciate it. Sarah says my Cardinals have looked good in the spring training. Good to hear. Good to hear.
You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Is that Tommy Lasorda on my screen? Yes, it is me. Yes, it is I.
KARS Cars for Kids. 1877
1877 Cars for Kids.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
There's a channel that explodes with gritty guitar texture and perfect pop melodies. Sirius XM Pop Rocks serves up those undeniable 90s anthems, 2K hits, and
I'm gonna
today's
be
fresh pop
deleting
finds.
shit off this stream, I can tell.
Pop Rocks. Turn it up now on Channel 6 and anytime in the all-new Sirius.
They're doing nothing but playing music. What's up, Kerm? What's going on?
Predictable tournament in all of
sports. Get ready for March Madness.
Donate your car to Valhalla.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th. Then hear live game coverage from Westwood One. From the first four to the final four. March Madness lives on SiriusXM.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM.
Kind of an interesting deal here.
We're back on the track Sunday.
2:30 p.m. like
Eastern. It's the Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas Motor
YouTube
Speedway.
TV has
On
MLB
SiriusXM
Network.
NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
Draft a winning fantasy baseball team right now with the expert advice of Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
24/7, 365 coverage of all things NASCAR. All things NASCAR happens exclusively on SiriusXM NASCAR.
I did the
Radio
entire
Channel
setup
90.
this morning for the Las Vegas NASCAR race, so we'll be doing that Sunday again.
MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Gas.com.
Now, spring training baseball presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Dodgers Rockies ready for Cactus League action here at Salt River Fields at Talking Stick. Overcast skies. Lights have been turned on here.
Salt River Field, that Talking Stick, y'all. I drove by that casino on the way out of Phoenix. What a beautiful, beautiful casino. It's out in the middle of the Arizona desert, down in a valley.
Freeman batting second. Teoscar Hernandez
Huge facility.
will be in left field batting third. Austin Barnes behind the plate. Gavin Lux will hit fifth and play shortstop. Miguel Vargas,
Lux is at short today.
Chris Owings at third. Andy Paez is batting eighth and playing right field, and Jose Ramos will be in center field, and he will bat ninth. John Curtis, the Mets organization, last year 18 appearances in AAA. 1-2 and a 7.17 ERA. So certainly he wants to try to knock that number down this year. Not always an easy thing to do in Colorado, but he'll work on it today. So the right-hander,
four hole due to his slugging prowess. Exactly.
This is the arsenal for Curtis.
Well, he'll throw a lot of different pitches. He's made a lot of stops. He's been with the Twins, the Angels, the Rays, the Marlins, the Brewers, as you mentioned last year with the New York Mets.
Freeman, Hernandez, Barnes, Lutz, Vargas, Owens, Pages, Ramos.
But one thing he needs to do, keep the ball down.
Just about set to get underway. Mookie Betts is in the box, and we are ready. And here's the first pitch, and it's in for a called strike.
All right, we are underway. Let's go to the stat page.
At 1:09 in the afternoon Arizona time, 73 degrees under overcast skies here. Pitch fouled off to the right and out of play. Happy you're with us on the radio TV simulcast today. Listening on AM 570 and watching on Sportsnet LA and wherever else you happen to be watching or listening to us from. 0-2 to Mookie Betts. Curtis ready to deal. Right-hander kicks and fires, and it's inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, Manny Margot was expecting to be in the lineup. He was a late scratch, and there are unconfirmed but many published reports that he has been traded to the Minnesota Twins. The Dodgers have yet to confirm that, but we'll try to get some detail on that confirmed.
So Margot came over in the Toscar Hernandez deal, right?
And that would explain the late lineup change.
Yeah, and the reason that we were told about 35 minutes prior to the start of today's game. Hey, by the way, Dave Roberts and staff, they made a change in the lineup.
Next offer to Betts, the 3-2. Oh, called strike 3. Betts didn't like it. He thought that was ball 4. And he's reached in 4 of his 6 prior plate appearances in spring training. But he won't reach here as he's rung up on strikes by John Bacon, the home plate umpire, on a ball that was high.
John Bacon?
Spring training continues for everyone on the field, including umpires.
One down, Freddy Freeman, the batter. And tomorrow, will tomorrow be the day we see Mookie, Freddie, and Ohtani in the lineup together for the same time?
Mm-hmm. And then we'll see people doing paper, scissors, rocks to see who can hit fourth and fifth in the lineup behind that threesome.
The pitch to Freeman is fouled, slicing down the left field side. Well, here's the number for you, Mo. The number is 12. There's only been 12 games in the history of Major League Baseball where 3 former MVPs have hit consecutively in a batting order. The Dodgers are going to break that record within 2 weeks of the regular season. And will shatter that. With Betts, Freeman, and Ohtani all being former MVPs. Ohtani, the most recent, winning the American League MVP award last year.
Betting turned on, Dodgers or Rockies.
2 balls and a strike to Freddie. Freddie homered in his first spring at bat.
I haven't heard from Chico in a while, Beto.
The first pitch he saw.
Oh, Teoscar was a free agent? How did we get Mark Go?
Freeman.
That home run going the opposite way.
Oh, in the glass now deal. I knew it was part of
last year. 15 were pulled, and the rest of them either straight away or the opposite direction. Power in any direction.
I got to see what 7 does, y'all. Ignore this.
Freddie fouls it off to the left and out of play.
Again, the top of the broadcast, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to, and he doesn't have to make all of the plays. He doesn't have to make dazzling plays at all. But Gavin Lux going back to shortstop and in the lineup. This is a big, big deal for Gavin Lux and the Dodgers.
Inside to Freddie, and for the second consecutive hitter, Curtis in a 3-2 count.
And I know I've talked about it, and I mentioned the pregame show. You can be told all you want that you're okay. You're not going to injure your knee or your shoulder or your elbow, whatever the injury is. But then you have to believe it, and to finally get on the field, to take ground balls, to understand the cadence of the game, to get the feeling back in, and then to throw the ball. Because remember, he was moved over to second base, so he's looking at the ballpark in a different spot. His throws are going to be much different, and his responsibilities will be much different.
Payoff pitch, that misses, and that's ball 4.
And by responsibilities, I'm talking about, look,
you
got the double play, that's obvious. What about the cutoffs? What about the relays? What about the rundowns? I mean, there's so many different things that kind of go into this melting pot of coming back in. But for Gavin Lux, he needs to understand, too, look, he doesn't have to do everything just today. Get back into the swing.
Teoscar Hernandez. Right-handed hitting left fielder, batting third for the Dodgers this afternoon. And the pitch from Curtis. Outside low. 1 ball and no strikes. Curtis traditionally has been known as a 2-pitch guy.
We had a good time,
fastball a lot of the time, about 56% of the time. A slider, which he'll throw about 43% of the time. He makes a cutter in occasionally.
Ellis says we're going to have 4 MVPs after this year. After
15 games last year, did not make a start.
That is the first ever.
Gave up just 3 home runs.
Flaming hot take here on the channel. Flaming hot take, a prediction that Outman will win MVP.
Hernandez with Freeman leading at first. Time called by the hitter. Hernandez asked for it and got it. And John Bacon calling the balls and strikes.
Really make you miss
the 3 umpires rotating on the bases. Jim Wolf, he's the crew chief. He's out at first base right now. Nick Marley at second. And Steven Jasinski is at third. One the count. Stretched pitch. Low for a ball. 2-1.
The pace that Curtis is working with is like he's going to challenge the pitch clock.
He's down under 5 seconds. Well, he let it go.
Let it go at 4.
Yeah, a slider and a swing and a miss.
It goes off the first movement.
And the pitch clock had 2 more seconds removed off it, 2 or 3.
Not at the release point.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
But there's still been some talk. There's some people who say, hey, look, we don't like the reduced time this year.
Hernandez takes outside, so 3-2. Third straight hitter Curtis has been full on. Austin Barnes waiting on deck. We've talked about it. The pitch count or the pitch clock rather, has been such a significant rule change. And a lot of folks believe it is an improvement to the game. And I think we kind of have the informal poll as we travel around the league and talk to everybody. Everybody loves it. For Curtis, this will be the 20th pitch of the top of the first. And Hernandez bangs this one high and foul out of play, first base side.
But there are some pitchers that are saying they feel uncomfortable, the pitch count, especially when you have a long at bat. 10, 12 pitches to a hitter. Instead of being able to back off and just kind of take a deep breath. Remember, too, is that visits to the mound have also been reduced. And that was another way to kind of stop the clock, if you will.
Used to get 5 mound visits. They've knocked one of those off for this year. It's down to 4. So Hernandez and John Bacon having a discussion about something.
Back behind the plate.
Well, we're seeing a couple of times already this spring where the pitcher has started their delivery before the hitter is actually in the box and alert to the pitcher.
You're picking up the garbage. Monday is garbage day, y'all.
1 out, 3-2. Freddy Freeman at first base. Curtis delivering. Ball 4. The Dodgers with 2 men on.
All right, they walked him. Free base.
Back-to-back walks with 1 out for Curtis.
Well, here in the first inning, a chance for the runner in scoring position. Mentioned the pregame show, the Dodgers as a team had more bats last year than any team in baseball. In this spot, a chance to score over the runner in scoring position.
Austin Barnes up there with 2 on and 1 out. No score, top of the first. Inside move to second base by the pitcher Curtis, but no throw. Freeman back. One thing about
Thomas
Curtis,
Beja says, I'm the biggest Dodger fan in Reston, Virginia.
He's lost velocity on
so there you go.
And he's out of the University of Texas. 30-year-old guy who's been toiling around for a while.
I want to give a shout out to my mom who underwent heart surgery on the 22nd and just got moved out of the ICU and starting her recovery. Hey, good to hear, Donnie. Good to hear.
Tommy John surgery late in the 2021 season. And his fastball velocity
Preseason RM trivia time, chat. Preseason RM trivia time. Do not Google the answer. Let's see who can get it.
One ball, 1 strike pitch to Barnes. Takes a strike. Might have been the most firm fastball that Curtis has delivered so far this afternoon. What's going to be an extended inning for him. Freeman off of second base. Hernandez at first, and the pitch low.
Right about there. You have to move those runners.
Does he go full here again? We'll see. It's 2-2 now. He went full on Betts, went full on Freeman, went full on Hernandez. Will he do it for 4 batters in a row? That's not very good pitch economy if he does. And that's a strike right down the middle. A middle pitch. And out on strikes is Barnes. 2 down.
Diagram the strike zone. That's pretty much smack dab in the middle, just above the knees.
And the fastball registering 93, so that has been his highest velocity so far this afternoon. But still continuing to pile up pitches. So he's faced 4 batters. There hasn't been a single ball in play. There's 2 men on via bases on balls, and he has struck out 2 men. Here's Gavin Lux, the shortstop. And Lux takes in the dirt, ball 1. And action in the Rockies bullpen, because this is probably going to be the only inning that Curtis works now.
93 in Texas today? Crazy.
He is pushing 30 pitches.
Every day is going to be a garbage day for the Rockies.
So right-hander.
Which Dodger has the highest batting average
Rockies
in a season?
Jeff Criswell.
And what was his average? That's the RM trivia question, y'all.
Center field, base hit.
Base hit for Luxy, y'all. Let's go.
The throw tails toward the third base line. Freeman scores, and Gavin Lux with a 2-out RBI base hit. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, for Lux, he has really the ability to make some pretty good contact. And boy, he makes solid contact right here, and the ball out away from him. So finally getting the start at shortstop. Starts the Dodgers as far as the scoring.
And Bud Black, the Rockies skipper, takes the ball away from John Curtis. He goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up a run on 1 hit, strikes out 2. So responsible for Hernandez at second and Lux at first. 1-0 Dodgers and a pitching change.
Oh, I gotta pay how much? Been to your dealership for car repair lately? You know, half the cars serviced at AMCO don't even need a new transmission. At AMCO, we've been shifting gears for over 50 years, delivering top-notch service and unbeatable expertise. Our expert technicians will give you an honest assessment.
Not Snyder, not
fix
close
what's
is
not
RM.
broken. So before you say yes
Brett
to costly
Butler,
repairs
322.
elsewhere, get a second opinion at AMCO. That's AA, MCO, transmissions, and a whole lot more.
About Steve Garvey,
Alignment
333.
Health Plan is changing the Medicare Advantage game so that you can be the one in charge of your health. Hey, this is Steve Sachs, and I highly recommend Alignment. They're handing you the reins so they can cater to your needs. Choose from a wide range of doctors. Your adventures in life haven't
Herman,
stopped. They're just
339
beginning.
says Johnny
Alignment
Owen.
Health Plan. Welcome to a new era of aging.
Bud Black went to
Call
my high school. Mark Morris, Longview, Washington,
from
to
8
Samuel
a.m.
Ellis.
to 8 p.m.
We had
7 days a week.
George Brett
Or visit alignmenthealthplan.com
and Scott McGregor.
today. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com.
And Kimmerbread.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy,
Owen
and
got
the
the
free
name,
Spectrum
not
Mobile
close to
Unlimited
the
line
number.
with nationwide
So Owen
5G
has
included,
solved
all while
the puzzle.
saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Second, y'all.
Coming in.
First and third.
Welcome back to Scottsdale. Well, with the news of Manny Margot being a late scratch today, as well as being traded to the Twins, we have been told, not from the Dodgers just yet, but just from news reports, that included in that trade is a prospect from the Dodgers. The Dodgers are supposed to also receive a prospect from the Twins, Noah Miller, who's a shortstop. And then there's also some reports that are coming around saying that the Dodgers are close to a deal, a one-year deal, returning Kike Hernandez to the Dodgers. So again, none of this is official
the
just
Dodgers
yet,
are
but
still in on
reporters,
Kike Hernandez, y'all.
Of our beat reporters for the Dodgers have been reporting
Let's
that there is
go.
some traction that's being made, guys.
Well, spring training is still February. Lots can happen, and
So
a lot of
just
interesting
in.
things. So keep following the baseball news. Thank you, Kirsten. Lots of stuff happening.
Just in from Kirsten there, the Dodgers still
man pulled out of the
talking
lineup
to
today
Enrique Hernandez,
we are hearing is a
underlay Liha.
2 on and 2 out. 1-0 Dodgers.
Miguel
Miguel
Jerome in the
Vargas at
house.
the plate facing Jeff Criswell.
Lakeland in the
University
house.
of Michigan.
Yep,
Right-hander
Otani's
deals
supposed
up
to get his
and
first
in,
swings
and it's
tomorrow.
a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, we were led to believe
then we got
yesterday that Criswell was going to
Yamamoto
start
the following
in
day.
today's
I'll be
game.
streaming
Well,
all
here he is
3
in
of
the
these
first
games
inning,
this
but
week. 3 in a row.
Not starting.
Yeah. So it's a good news, bad news. Good news is you're going to pitch in the first inning. Bad news is you're not starting. But Miguel couldn't hold up the swing. A little breaking ball, and he goes down swinging. But the Dodgers pick up a run. Gavin Lux
so 3 outs.
drives in Freddy Freeman after a half inning. 1-0 Dodgers.
It's fantasy baseball season, and Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you draft a winning team.
Gone for Ronald Acuna.
The Tout Wars Fantasy Baseball Draft. Tout Wars tomorrow at noon Eastern. The top experts in the fantasy industry are drafting against each other.
I'm curious where you come in on Ellie De La Cruz.
Upside is top 5.
Jeff Erickson and Nick Whalen bring you pick-by-pick analysis with draft strategies, player projections, and more. Tout Wars on Fantasy Sports Radio.
All right, so we head to the
Channel
bottom of the
87 on
first.
all-new
Dodgers with the
SiriusXM
1-0
app.
lead.
The countdown is on. 6 seconds to go. For the craziest, 5 seconds, most surprising, most unpredictable tournament in all of
Babe
sports.
Herman with a batting average of 393 was the answer to today's RM Trivia.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th. Then hear live game coverage.
The regular season, Manuel, starts when the Dodgers play in Korea.
Lives on Sirius XM.
Those are actual games that count towards the standings.
Is on Sirius XM.
It's a weird deal. The Dodgers are going to play those 2 games in Korea, and those are going to count towards the season standings, and they're going to come home and play the Angels in one game that still is spring training.
And on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you.
Nani says the Dodgers look good so far this season. We just need some of those pitchers to get off the injured reserve. Corey Hatcher in the house. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tonight, if anything.
Hitter for the Rockies to lead off.
I wasn't excited by any of the college basketball games tonight.
Steelers, Charlie Blackmon, and then Chris Bryant at first.
I'm going to do the Kentucky game tomorrow.
Left field. Brendan Rodgers at second. Ryan McMahon at third. Elias Diaz, normally a catcher, he's DHing today. Ezekiel Tovar is at short. Brenton Doyle in center, and then Braxton Fulford, a minor leaguer, will get to catch this one today. So primarily a regular lineup for the Rockies. Ryan Yarbrough gets the start. 8-7 a year
Hearing
ago.
more and more Snell to the Angels.
9 starts on the season, and the left-hander facing the lefty Blackmon, and delivers a breaking ball that Blackmon is way out in front of.
Yeah, for Yarbrough, the fastball, you saw the breaking ball too. Tried to keep the ball in the ballpark. 18 home runs last year. You mentioned the 9 starts. He also made 16 relief appearances.
He was talking to a number of teams, Daniel. He was talking to the Padres. He was talking to the Angels. He was talking to the Giants. All the California teams he was in discussions with.
Well, guys, as much as I was saying that we've had different sources reporting the news for Kike Hernandez, Kike himself, the source, he tweeted saying, sources say I'm back, first to break the news at myself. So again, as Juan Toribio,
so Hernandez just tweeted, I'm back. So
like
breaking
it could be
news.
A one-year deal, but hopefully we will know more about the specifics. But it does sound like Kike Hernandez is returning to the Dodgers, according
a spark
to
plug
himself,
on
guys.
this Dodger team.
I'm sure we'll get the whole breakdown.
And a big part of their 2020 World Series is coming back to Los Angeles. There were reports that he was going to retire if he did not get signed. But that's pretty exciting. It's exciting to hear.
Away. Bryant at first base. He'll play a little left field as well. And he'll DH at times. And the task for the Rockies is to keep Bryant healthy. He's missed an awful lot of games since signing a big deal
let's go
with Colorado.
Dodgers. Let's have a great
He's
season.
played in just 122 of the possible 321 games since he's come over and signed that big 7-year deal.
There's Bud Black, the skipper. The old left-handed pitcher. And Bryant fouls it back. You know, talking about Bud Black, here's one thing I love about Bud Black. You come over here to Salt River Fields, and early today, he's the first one on the field leading the team out. They're all set up for batting practice on the field, and he's the first guy to pitch. He's one of the few managers left that does pitch batting practice. Seeing fewer and fewer these days do it, but Bud pitches batting practice pretty much every day. And you don't see teams hitting on the field prior to games much in Arizona. Just because the ballparks are so close, the teams share complexes. They'll hit at their facilities, and they'll come over and they'll basically do a show and go. They'll come over and play the game. Whereas in Florida,
everyone is good when they need a contract signed.
Ballparks are spread out for the most part. Teams will drive
did.
over and hit on the
when
field.
he got traded
more
last year to the Dodgers, he really had like a resurgence for a little bit
the
there.
Cactus League. And a walk up high and away to Chris Bryant. 1 on and 1 out for the Rockies.
All right, so a walk
for the Rockies there.
The Rockies get a
5th
runner on
consecutive
base.
losing season last year, and the worst record in their franchise history. They went 59-103. And they didn't play that well at home. They were below 500, 37-44 at Coors Field.
It was a very, very difficult season for them, to say the least.
Their pitching was a different story. Their ERA was the highest in baseball at home, over 6. Yes, more runs being scored at the high altitude.
Go get some groceries, Big Zig. Go get you some groceries, some grub, some snacks.
A really good young player here, Nolan Jones.
I need
He's
about
I think that
4 boxes
Colorado
of Monsters white.
Grasp onto. He is
4 Monsters
very, very
in the
solid.
white can. Thanks.
Well, offensively and defensively. I think between, I read one scouting report that was published earlier today. And what this guy was talking about was that Jones, who's in left field, and then Doyle in center field, says he's not seen really a twosome in the outfield that's been as impressive as Jones and Doyle last year. Jones also had 19 assists from the outfield.
Yarborough's pitch kind of fouled back, and you know, for Brenton Doyle, he didn't have the offense. Jones, I think, is going to bring the offense.
Yeah.
And the thing is about Colorado, you and I have talked about this a number of times. The outfield there is so big that one of the things that they do when they scout and when they draft and when they develop is they need to find guys who are fast. They have to have speed and defense in that big outfield to cover all that acreage. Whoa, breaking ball, cut on and missed. What a beautiful sweeper out of the left hand of Ryan Yarbrough.
How long has that been stuck on the same screen, y'all?
Got a different type breaking ball as he got Blackman, but there's that big sweeper, the outside corner on top of it. From a left-handed batter, too, it seems like the ball is going to go behind you initially when it's released from the pitcher's hand, where they drop down from the side, Code Laredo and the big sweeper.
So far, there have been
Bobby.
5
from
outs
Beantown,
recorded in the game, all of them by way of the strikeout. Curtis got 2 strikeouts in the first, and then Criswell finished up the inning striking
so
out
David,
Vargas.
are you just going to worry about that all year? Just obsess with it the entire year? Or just enjoy the baseball season?
It back. This guy is going to be in the Rockies lineup at second base, you'd think, for a long time. Over the last few years,
enjoy the fact that the Dodgers have what may be the best player in the history of baseball wearing Dodger blue. Are we going to obsess over that it might not work out?
Inside 2-1. Ryan Yarbrough doesn't get a lot of balls hit hard against him. Although in his last outing last year against the Rockies, they had 3 home runs against him.
Couldn't be me, bro. I couldn't live like that.
Fires in a strike right here. He's got a 27.3% career hard hit percentage. That's the best in Major League Baseball.
The Twins,
when you
Johnny
look at
Owen.
his two-seam fastball velocity, his velo on the two-seamer, which is the sinker, it's only 87 miles per hour. He doesn't have a lot.
So that makes sense, y'all. They trade Margot, and then Hernandez announces he's coming back
in Major League Baseball, but it's effective.
So the Dodgers knew before today.
One website on exit velocity.
The Dodgers knew before today that Enrique Hernandez was coming back.
And for Mark Pryor, he's constantly, he doesn't need the radar gun to be able to see if a guy's losing velocity in the process of a ball game.
This one put into play to right field. Coming in to make the play is Andy Pajes. So the Rockies are done in the first. We go to the second.
So
1-0 Dodgers.
Y'all.
Tonight on Sirius XM Sports.
The Major League Baseball Spring Training Tour is on Sirius XM. Don't miss a visit to Brewers Camp. MLB Network Radio chats with the biggest names as the crew looks to get back to the postseason for the 7th time in the last 8 years. 6 Eastern on Channel 89 and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports, wherever you are. Your team
working out the kinks, y'all.
The countdown is up. 6 seconds to go.
Dodgers went and acquired the greatest players their money could buy, except they forgot to get rid of Roberts. So we're back to square one. Manuel, maybe you and David could hang out. The David with the orange D. Maybe you two could hang out.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th.
Let's be miserable together.
Game coverage from Westwood One. From the first 4 to the final 4. March Madness lives on Sirius XM.
Fuses said that to Samuel Ellis.
Series is on Sirius XM.
Newfo predicts we're going 161-1.
p.m. Eastern.
It's the Pennzoil 400
from Las Vegas.
Mama and Devin are coming home tomorrow, says Rhodes. There you go, buddy. Congrats, dude. Too cool.
90 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah!
Get on the pitcher's mound with C.J. Nitkowski, Mike Stanton, and Brad Lidge on MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and on your phone with the Sirius XM app.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on Sirius XM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check
I'm
out
not really worried about him being in here talking that mess, but I'm just saying, I don't know how some people...
With your Dodgers at MLB
I think as you get older, you start appreciating the fact that you wake up every morning.
Monday, Kirsten Watson, I'm Tim Never on the radio TV simulcast.
And man, some people just dwell in negativity.
Ground ball to third by Chris Owings on the first pitch he sees. That is scooped up by McMahon. Ryan McMahon throws him out. There's one gone.
What's up, guy?
Jeff Criswell out there.
Well, most are extremely happy, Bobby. Most are extremely happy. You just have these folks that go through life miserable.
Pages trying to make his mark with the Dodgers. Got to figure he may start at AAA. We don't know for sure, but you'd have to think he's going to start at AAA this year. And who knows? He may make his major league debut sooner than later.
Lohas's guy. Good to see you, dude.
Seems to be on that track. Overcoming a shoulder injury from last year, a labrum problem.
Rose says the setup is fire.
Really
still working on it. Still got some bobbles I got to do, and I got to figure out to remember to push the buttons.
And press the organization as well.
Pages waits.
We also have this option, y'all. We also have this
3 balls
option.
and no strikes to Andy Pages.
You watch young players kind of develop where they get a sense.
Can you guys see this well enough?
They belong in that stream of competition to.
I know a lot of you are on cell phones.
To stay there.
3-0. He had the green light and he swung and missed.
Of course, if I do this, I got to figure out something else because I'm blocking the vast majority of the graphics.
The prospect list, considered the number 4 prospect for the Dodgers. He takes high, ball 4. And the Dodgers with a base runner. 3rd walk already issued by Rockies pitching. Now, Jose Ramos in the 9th spot. He had a home run in Tempe against the Angels the other day, 2 days ago.
We say that about an employee at work. He's miserable all the time.
Great speed. He's got a very solid.
And they say it because he takes his coffee black.
He can play defense, and we saw the power.
So he's starting every day in the black.
On display 2 days ago.
He just displays confidence at home plate.
Ramos out of Panama. 1-0 pitch, and that is there for a strike. So Saturday, I mean, he got one in the go zone, and he didn't miss it. That ball was crushed way up on the hill. Against the Angels. 1-1 pitch will wait, throw to first base, and Pages is back. You look at Ramos, though, and again, we've seen him. His arm, very good. The power is there. He can run. A lot of good tools on display. Did he hold up? Check at first base. And Jim Wolf, the crew chief, said he went around.
If you're getting anxious, you're
Corey happy about the Dodgers lineup this year. Newpo wondering when we stretch. Same time we've always stretched.
Ramos hits a ground ball to short. That is thrown into the outfield past Tovar. On his way to third is Pages, who was moving. And now the Dodgers have runners at the corners. Pretty hot shot by Ramos.
So a base wrap.
A base hit.
Boy, that ball was absolutely scalded, and good base running by Pages as well. He just challenged the arm of Doyle and got the good jump, made really a good turn at second base. So he was only about 2 strides past the bag when Doyle had the ball in center field.
I mean, it's not like he was running. He had such a great secondary lead. Really good work by Pages.
Yesterday, Bellinger signed with the Cubs. Correct, Donnie.
And 1 out for Mookie Betts. Second time up for Mookie. He'll take a strike.
Tim, I think back to what Dave Roberts said in the first meeting. The first day that he was in spring training as the manager of the Dodgers. He said, I saw you guys play from the other dugout. Remember, he was the bench coach for Buddy Black with the Padres. Right. And he goes, you guys didn't run the bases well at all. We're going to now.
Betts fouls it back and has an 0-2 count.
And that's exactly what we've seen so far this spring. Again, running bases. We've also seen Roberts, and this is game number 5. In 2 of the games in particular, we've seen him activate runners on hit and runs, opportunities to get some first to third opportunities.
Runners lead from the corners. The pitch is up high to Betts. Mookie 1 for 4 in spring training. But he's walked 3 times. Struck out on a pitch that was out of the strike zone. Or his last time up, it was too high. Last year with runners in scoring position, Mookie hit .383. Second in the National League, third in the big leagues. He has been money with runners on base.
It is amazing. The Dodgers as a team again had more at bats with runners in scoring position. So far in spring,
he got paid pretty well though. Summerall, he still got paid pretty well.
Granted, spring training. Granted, just 5th game. But better than a 125 average as a team to begin.
Top of the second inning. Dodgers lead 1-0. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch to Betts outside. 2-2 to Mookie.
2 balls,
Freddy
2
Freeman
strikes.
on deck.
1 out. I got to get better at keeping track of the outs again, y'all.
These 2 teams will take on one another shortly. Camelback Ranch, and Mookie's got one into the right field corner. That's going to get Pages home. Mookie trying to stretch it for 2. He's in with a double that scores a run. 2-0 Dodgers. Ramos holds it third.
What a great piece of hitting right there. Down 1-2, takes outside. That goes to 2-2. And then Criswell trying to come back outside on the corner again. And Betts not only went with the pitch, he hit it with authority. And first step out of the box, Betts is thinking double, not single, at least a double.
That ball hit there. Mookie's going to challenge Blackman.
Yeah, he does. He has player options for each year of the contract.
First extra base hit of the spring.
I've heard that Buehler is pushed back a little bit, Newfo. I've heard that Buehler is not.
We told you how Mookie did with runners
ready
in
to
scoring
go
position last year. How about Freeman? He was right there with him.
And well wishes Tony was still with the Dodgers. He had a great arm, but striking out every time at bat back
last
then.
Season.
True.
That was 3rd in the National League.
What's
right
up, Graphic
One?
One?
Mookie Betts. 4th in Major League Baseball. Right behind, guess who? Mookie Betts.
King Cash, I haven't seen. I only saw the games that I was at. And the one that I was at, he seemed to do fine.
Criswell's stretch and the pitch. Freddie lays off a high
Again,
one.
I'm just listening to this game just like the rest of you today.
That's a smart move to begin with.
Not broadcast on TV in Arizona
Freddie
today.
Freeman had the best average in baseball on first pitches thrown to him a season ago. The
He'll be
incredible
back facing
529
live hitters in batting practice.
First pitch.
2-0. It's outside 3-0.
He won't do it, but I want to see if the graphic goes where it's supposed to.
Do you like to hunt the first pitch?
Depends on where it was. There's some guys you say, hey, I can't give him an inch. It's too good.
Freddie, green light, ground ball, right field, base hit.
Base hit for Freddie. Let's go, baby.
Ramos right behind him, Betts. A 2-run single for Freddy Freeman, and the Dodgers lead it 4-0.
The green light, 3-0. Freeman had not only the green light, he had a good idea and a good pitch he had to hit. And Betts scampering around. There was no chance for Blackman to even think about having a play at home plate.
Well, Freddie coming out. Well, he got in the ball game today. Had an impact.
All right, so they take Freddie out of the game.
His afternoon is done. He's got a pinch runner for him, Brandon Lewis. is pinch running at first base for Freddy Freeman. So short
Robert
afternoon
says
for
I've
Freddy.
seen enough of Freddy Freeman.
And then a 2-run single.
Took him longer to drive here than the amount of time he's in the game.
I know it. Well, that's baseball.
Yeah.
Hernandez rolls over on 1 to third. One-handed by McMahon. He'll get him at first. And moving over to second base is Brandon Lewis. 5-3. This is our longest road trip, by the way, in spring training this year. How about that?
Yeah.
Took about
time-wise.
31 minutes?
Well, I'm a little farther away. It took me 45.
Oh, yeah, you're up in the...
About which trade, King Cash?
Yeah, 31 minutes, straight down the 101. Easy
the one with the
today.
Twins? They had to make room for Enrique, man. They had to make room for Kike Hernandez.
Freddy Freeman. On base twice.
He just wants to play a lot of games. He's a player about repetition.
Strike 2, ball in the dirt. Swing and a miss. And Barnes with a 1-1 count. February baseball, right? Get into March, late March. Really looking forward to seeing the Dodger lineup continue to evolve as it does during spring training. And then you'll get to see guys like Betts and Freeman play 9 innings, along with the guy who's going to play tomorrow, Ohtani. Ground ball left side, and Barnes is thrown out, but the Dodgers pick up 3 runs on 3 hits. And after an inning and a half, it's a 4-0 Dodger lead.
AM/PM freshly baked cookie.
This Tungus jam.
Oh, so tasty.
I don't know where you can watch it. I know MLB.com. Apparently, if you register with them, they'll let you watch it for free today.
You heard it. Now taste it. When exquisite freshly baked
Arizona,
cookies
it's
are
not
more
being
than
shown
a snack,
here.
but an experience. That's Cravenience. AM/PM. Too much good stuff.
Hello, Dickerson. When we gonna hop in the Ford F-150 Lightning and go to a game together?
Probably never.
But think of the tailgating with a
4-0
Ford
Dodgers
F-150 Lightning.
going to the bottom of the second.
Onboard. We could tailgate all day.
And Freddie Freeman's day is done.
Or I can
Roberts
do all
has said I've
those
seen
things
enough.
without you.
Hurry
Leading
and
the
visit
team in
your
hitting.
California Ford dealer today for great offers on the Ford F-150 Lightning.
So come together, California.
Or push away the people who love you, Eric.
Because when we are unidos, we're stronger with Ford.
Baseball is back.
I just had a couple of bologna sandwiches before I came on with you.
Hot off the heels of a record-breaking 2023 season, it's time to celebrate our first baseman.
It was crazy.
Join us for the
One of
first
the wildest finishes I've ever seen,
season
Kathleen.
on Saturday, March 30th at 6:10 p.m. versus the Cardinals, when the first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Freddy Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Hey, baseball fans, the best 24/7 Hoops Talk lives on NBA radio as we get you ready for the stretch run of the season, only on Channel 86 and on the brand new Sirius XM app.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... My name is...
Welcome back to Scottsdale. We are half innings into this game, and you, Freddie Freeman, are done for the day. Lucky for you, live over here in Scottsdale. So how has this day been for you?
It's been actually kind of nice. Well, we had our twins' birthday party a couple days ago, so I had my dad, stepmom, grandfather, my in-laws. They all left today, so it was actually I got to just see them in the morning and then come here, and I worked for about 39 minutes, so I feel a little guilty doing an interview in the second inning, but it was a good day.
It's okay. I mean, look, with the 2 quality at-bats, I mean, what's just been the focus for you recently and still so early in spring?
Yeah, like I said the other day, it's really just trying to swing at strikes. Know the strike zone, feel good, being aggressive in zone. Today, felt off the left side. They said I was kind of jumping at the ball, so tomorrow I'll work on trying to slow it down, and every day is a little bit of an adjustment in spring training. You're just trying to get as comfortable as you can.
You shared with us that you're going to be playing. You played yesterday, and you've got 3 games in a row. When you think about just
the game that I played,
I mean, if you ask me, you were out there, so I think you played in it. You did. You got an RBI. You played. When you think about just kind of the back-to-back-to-back, How valuable is that for you as you kind of build up for the season?
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I was even sore. You can do whatever you want in the off season, work out as much as you want. And it's nothing like wearing cleats and taking ground balls and doing all that every single day in spring training. So that's what I like to do. I like to play early, get the soreness out, and I like to play a lot in spring too. I like to get 40 to 50 at bats, which is kind of a lot
43
for older
degrees
guys,
with rain. Where Johnny's
at.
at.
For me, there's always about a week.
Where's everybody checking in from? Where is everybody checking in from?
Get that as soon as I can, but I like to play a lot early to get the body ready for the season.
Now, when it comes to tomorrow, there is the expectation that Shohei Ohtani is going to be in the lineup, and we are going to find out
my thoughts
what
on the
top of
Guggenheim
order
patch
is
on the
finally
uniform.
going to look like. I know you can't tell us.
It could have been worse.
Can you take us just behind the door?
It definitely could have been worse.
Conversations with Dave Roberts and coming up
and
with
the
what
patch
the plan
seems
is going
to be pretty subdued. You know, it's blue, Dodger blue with white lettering.
Doc and I talked.
So I mean, if you're going to get a sponsor patch,
his thoughts were, and
that's probably the one.
I agreed with all his thoughts. So it's I'm fine wherever I hit. It doesn't matter to me. But just to have
this was sent to me by one of the viewers last year. Viking
just the
Drill.
thought process of us and how
Graham,
we feel
Texas,
about it. That's just
Kathleen,
a credit to Doc and the organization.
Gardena, California, from
What we
Manuel.
think as players. So. That was about two or 3
7
days in
degrees
spring
in
training,
Sunday
so
in
yeah, I've
Green River,
kind of known for a while.
Wyoming.
Kind of knew when Shohei was going to play too, but I don't want to be the one to, let that stuff out. So,
Oregon for Johnny,
11 hours
CC,
and everyone gets to
Texas
find
for
out.
Kerm.
If you had to
Earth
give
for
us a
Newfo.
hint of any sort, what would it be?
Well, wouldn't a hint just give it away?
I mean, I don't know. Be like,
No.
Mookie's
Patch
batting
is
leadoff.
better
because
than
we are
Okay, yeah,
Mookie's
Mookie's batting
summer
leadoff.
All right, I'll help you out sometime.
Shohei and I are hitting, I think,
It
1,
is
2,
kind
and
of
3.
interesting that a private equity firm is a sponsor on a jersey, though. That is kind of interesting.
We're all at the top of the lineup tomorrow.
It gives you an
There is
idea
some
how
other
much we've
exciting
changed.
news. There are reports from the man
Garden
himself,
Grove,
Kike Hernandez,
California.
that he'll be returning back to the Dodgers. And you think about just what he brought to this organization last year. What are you looking forward to with not only him, but the other new faces that this team
Millstone,
has?
Montana.
I actually talked to
for Billy
Kike before he came
Bowles,
out here.
Riverside, California for Sheila.
So, kind of knew that going into today's
Oh, no,
game,
it's going to be
but
on the
Kike,
white jerseys as well,
I
Kurt.
think, obviously, a fan favorite for the Dodgers. When
It's
he
on
came
the
back
white
last
jerseys.
year,
If you look at the
every time he
Dodgers
walked up the
publicity
plate, it was
photos
awesome.
from the day that I was at
So much
Camelback,
versatility. He plays infield and
yeah, they're on the
outfield.
white jerseys.
All over the diamond, middle infield, he can do it
It's
all.
a blue
So,
patch.
Great postseason player, fan
Visalia,
favorite. and
California for
obviously
Mikey
we all love
Jerome.
him here, too.
It's going to be a very exciting year. When you think about just, though, quickly how
Desco
special
for Bob
this group
Phipps.
is, does something feel different as you guys head into this season? Or obviously there's always the expectation to win. You all set a big goal of winning the World Series. But there's been obviously a lot of excitement this offseason. Does this year feel any different?
Well, I think,
Oregon
obviously,
for
like
Johnny
what you said,
Owens.
there's always expectation to win the World Series. That's what I think every player and every team should have that expectation. But, yeah, I mean, there's no denying
Yeah, I
the
think
excitement
Mikey
around
Jerome
this
is real
team,
close to
rightfully
that
so,
area.
when you have a front office
He's
and
real close to Niner,
ownership do
Giant,
what they did this offseason to give us the best chance to win the World
Warriors.
Series. There's rightfully so the excitement. We all felt it from day one here. And we're excited. We're excited to get going. Excited to get our guys out there tomorrow so everybody can see and, just get going and getting together as a unit and a group playing together for a few weeks going into Korea.
Well, Freddie, today has been an exciting day for you. It has been an effective day, and tomorrow we'll see you back out there. Very quick one as well, but tomorrow we will see you back out there.
Tomorrow, though, so I'll be out there longer.
There we go. You guys, you heard it here first. A lot of breaking news with Freddy Freeman. Thank you, as always.
All right. Well, tomorrow he hopes to play more than 39 minutes.
So keep in mind, y'all, this is a different vibe to what we'll normally go through during our Dodger watch parties. Usually I'll be commenting more on the action on the field.
When he arrived here at the stadium, if he just didn't leave the engine
But it's just
running.
kind of a, this week, these 3 streams this week are just kind of a, I don't want to say a test run because
I'm just going in to
the
pick
product's
up a
already
couple of
there.
things.
But
I got to go pick up a couple RBIs.
just a
I'll be
little
right
practice,
back.
some spring training for Valhalla.
But he is wonderful, isn't he? So one of the things he said, Mo, is he said
So
that
this guy just struck out, I think.
he feels that he's been jumping at the ball. What does that mean exactly from the
Not
hitter's
doing a
standpoint?
lot
Well,
of
you're
calling
starting
of
too
what's going
soon.
on the
You're
play.
anticipating the pitch and the
But it's
velocity
two-way.
all at once, and you're starting a little bit early instead of C-ball, hit ball.
2-2 pitch to Tovar. Wave and a miss. Oh, boy, I tell you
Swing
what,
and a
Yarbrough
miss.
just pulled the string big time on him.
Take a seat.
And Tovar was way out in front. Another strikeout. That's 3 for Ryan Yarbrough.
2 men out. Struck out.
And now Yarbrough's going to be out. Dave Roberts comes to get him. Good job by the lefty. Ryan Yarbrough keeps the Rockies off the board, and Dodger southpaw.
All right, so Yarbrough's day is done.
4-0 Dodgers. We're in the bottom of the second.
Hey, it's David Vassay. What makes Navien a home run for your home? Navien tankless water heaters offer an endless flow of hot water for spa-like comfort, a 15-year limited warranty, and lower energy bills. Right now,
I'm just
SoCal
listening just
Gas
like
is
you.
offering up to a $1,200 rebate when you replace your old tank with a new, high-efficiency Navien tankless water heater. Find the name of your Navien contractor today at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Dodgers fans, it's game time. Remember that every battle counts, even off the field. Had an auto accident? Don't let the auto insurance companies
play hardball.
the first games
that I'll be able to watch are probably the Korea game,
Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers, with a legacy spanning
I know
half a
those
century
two
and
when I
having
was in
secured over
Phoenix
$2
were
billion
televised,
in rightful
but
settlements.
I was obviously
Jacoby
at the
Myers
game.
is here to claim victory for you. Trust Jacoby and Myers to be your winning team. Your rights, your compensation protected. Contact Jacoby and Myers now to ensure your triumph, both on and off the field. Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Hey Dickerson, word on the street is that you're driving the Ford F-150 Lightning now. Does that mean I can have your Ford F-150 Hybrid?
Absolutely not. I still drive both, and if I want to get as far away from you as possible, the Ford
remember to interact with that hard in the 100 in chat, y'all. Let's try to get a crowd in here.
Well, I guess I'll visit my California Ford dealer today to get America's best-selling truck for 46 years and counting.
Tell him ED sent you.
Because when we are unidos,
I know a song where you guys are at. It's on Sportsnet in Los Angeles.
Ryan Yarbrough this afternoon. Dodgers with a 4-0 lead, bottom of the second. Yarbrough did not give up a hit. He's
a little smooth jazz playing in the background there.
Leaves with a man on base, and the right-handed hitting center fielder, Brenton Doyle, facing Nabil Chrismat, former Padre. Chrismat starts him off with a strike. 0-1 to Doyle. Swing and a miss. And Doyle's one of those guys we talked about earlier that can really go get it in center field for Colorado. But the offense wasn't there.
I don't,
Last year,
but that's probably a good
average in
idea to try to find
games.
something.
Hit 10 home runs. Chrismat low again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But as far as defensive runs saved last year, Doyle 4th best in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he could run it down, and that's a very expansive outfield in Denver.
Yeah, the 4th worst batting average in the National League at 203. Pounding ball to third. Owings will grab it. He throws the short way. Mookie Betts at second grabs it for the force out that retires the side. Scoreless bottom of the second. We go to the third. 4-0 Dodgers.
Hey everyone, it's Rick Kamla letting you know that your 24/7 home for hoops down the stretch run of the basketball season is NBA Radio Channel 86.
Lillard goes into the front court. He's going to fire up a 3 for the win!
Our experts are bringing you the best analysis every day.
Defensively, they have 0 weaknesses. This is what playoff basketball is all about.
Followed by the best games in the league every night. We're getting you ready for the 2024 playoffs. Don't miss a moment on NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and on the brand new Sirius XM app.
I don't like how the chat is showing up there. I don't like
6 seconds to go for the craziest,
how hard it is to read.
Most unpredictable tournament in all of sports.
I'm gonna have to mess with that a little bit.
Get ready for March Madness.
Sends San Diego State to its first national championship game.
Starting with
and I do have some stacking issues on that secondary screen.
Coverage from Westwood One, from the first 4 to the final 4. March Madness lives on Sirius XM.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday,
2:30 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Pennzoil 400
from Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Checker fly, baby. Yeah.
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90, in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the Sirius XM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yes. Go! Mookie Betts goes the other way.
Dodgers fans, this is Mookie Betts. You're listening to Dodgers Baseball on Sirius XM.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on Sirius XM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Confirmation to the evils of the world.
They're heavy into playing music on the Dodgers telecast.
Thousands of fans in attendance at Dodger Stadium on March 30th will receive a Freddy Freeman bobblehead presented.com/promotions. At the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux, 1 for 1 with a run batted in, facing a new right-hander, Jaden Hill.
There.
Hill kicks and delivers, and it's fouled back. Jaden Hill was a two-sport star in high school. Could have gone anywhere really to play quarterback, pro-style quarterback in high school, but baseball was his calling. He had all kinds of offers from major programs, and he settled on LSU. He ended up giving up football.
He's got size to him. 6'4" to begin with. Second-round pick by the Rockies just 3 years ago.
Originally chosen by the Cardinals, but he turned the Cardinals down to go to LSU. Lux the other way down the line. It is slicing on the run, Nolan Jones. And Jones will make the catch. Good play by Jones.
What's up, Patriot Roy D? What's going on, dude?
One away for the Dodgers.
For Gavin Lux getting his first start at shortstop. Had the single down the right field line to knock in a run, and then this time with the ball out away from him. Pretty good distance down the left field line.
Miguel Vargas struck out first time up. One thing about Jaden Hill, he's ambidextrous, right? Which is such an advantage for an athlete. Think about a basketball player being able to go to the right or the left. Football, the same thing. But in baseball, where handedness is such a big deal, you got to make a decision. And so apparently his stronger side is the right side. But probably he could switch pitch if he wanted to. But he stays on the right side. Swinging a foul ball back. 0-2 to Miguel.
Well, he has some giddy up too. It was on the television side. You saw it flashed up at 98 miles an hour. However, you can be fast. The old routine about, well, you can be fast, but you might not last. Well, last year in high A ball, he was 0-9 with an ERA of 9.48.
The pitch to Vargas. That's low.
And that's a good sinker right there. So, I mean, he's got a lively arm. Now the question is the consistency. But, boy, you've got plenty to work with in ability.
Very live right arm for the fastball. Goes a cutter and a change. And Vargas takes a pretty good looking pitch right there. And it's a ball. 2-2.
It looks like the stat pages are well ahead of the audio chat.
4-0 Dodgers, top of the third. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Second time Vargas has gone out on strikes.
I'm going to refresh this audio.
Twice Vargas on breaking balls away has been swing and a miss. Mentioned it was yesterday that Miguel Vargas, his called strikes last year, it's an amazing number. 93% of the called strikes
King retired as
against
a sports
Vargas
writer today.
were away.
Chris Owings, former first rounder of the Diamondbacks back in 2009 from Gilbert, South Carolina. 32 years of age, a veteran guy. He's been around the big leagues.
I kind of like this view for the stat
for quite
page,
a while.
I kind of like this view.
Could prove to be a very good depth piece for the Dodgers infield wise.
Absolutely, because he's one of those guys that interchangeable pieces. You can call him up and say, okay, hit the ground running. You come up with injury situations. He knows how to play from a fundamental standpoint.
Cut and a miss, and it's 1-2. 98-mile-an-hour heater. Yeah, last year, Owings spent the bulk of his season in AAA Indianapolis in the Pirates organization. Had 11 games at the big league level. But he's been with the Orioles, and he has been a Rocky. He was with the Rockies in 2020 and 2021. Next offer's outside. 2-2. Spent a year with the Red Sox, another with the Royals. And a lot of time with the Diamondbacks coming up in their system. Two-2 pitch from Jaden Hill. That's high. 3-2. Dodgers got a run in the first, 3 in the second. Freddie Freeman a 2-run single. Mookie Betts an RBI double. And Gavin Lux with an RBI single today.
Down a bit.
Stretch by the right-hander. Time is called by the catcher Fulford. They had 1 second to go on the pitch clock. I think Fulford knew it. And with a 3-2 count, he didn't want to give him a free walk.
Portion in the screen, the part who the pitcher
advantage
is,
of the pitcher can look in and see a clock behind home plate. The catcher can look out and see one in the outfield.
We've been reminding folks 15 seconds with nobody on base. And this year they've adjusted it with runners on base to 18 seconds. Shorter than last year. Payoff is low, and that's ball 4. 2-out walk issued to Owens.
Keep track of everything. And last year, one of the areas that they looked at when the season began versus the final month. The last month of the season, game times expanded 7 minutes longer than when it opened up. Of course, one of the factors, you've got competition, teams trying to get to postseason that last month.
Pines will take a strike. I remember talking to Andy last year before the games began over in the backfields. And boy, he looked thin. He dropped 25 pounds last year before he came into camp. He was kind of heavy set, more so than he should have been for his 6'1" frame. And he's been able to keep that weight off and add muscle. I saw him, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
So I'm going to try
behind the complex at Camelback Ranch too. You know, looks
spring training at Valhalla.
Looks a little bit bigger this year in terms of the muscle, and looks a little more ready.
Yeah. Well, you don't realize how big he is until you get close to him.
Right. Good arm strength in the outfield. Good defensive. Oh, there goes Owens for second base. Swing and a miss. And Pajes strikes out, and that ends the inning. So 2 punch outs for Jaden Hill. And we have played 2.5 innings. Dodgers 4, Rockies nothing.
Immortalized by Tom Petty.
And there goes the last
so I'm messing up everything.
DJ Jim Ladd became a legend, captivating listeners for over 50 years with thematic sets of classic album rock. Join the journey as we remember Jim with an entire weekend of his shows.
What's going on, dude? How you doing?
A salute to Jim Ladd starts Friday in the Deep Tracks
so the only way I can move
308
this,
on
y'all,
most
is with my
radios,
arrow keys,
the all-new Sirius XM app, and this weekend on Sirius XM Channel 107.
The countdown is
spring training for us YouTubers as well.
Most surprising, most unpredictable tournament in all of sports. Get ready for March Madness.
I'm thinking this
starting with selection Sunday on March 17th, and hear live game coverage from Westwood One. From the first 4 to the final 4, March Madness lives on Sirius XM.
I'm seriously thinking.
The most important person in sports is you, the fan.
Let me tell you something. I'm a real fan.
And your place for sports talk is Mad Dog Sports Radio, where your voice is heard all day long.
I couldn't wait to get into the truck, turn on 82.
Share the thrill of victory.
The joy, the jubilation. I can't stop smiling.
And the agony of defeat.
When is this franchise going to realize people really care about this?
Passionate sports fans call 888-MAD-DOG-6.
You gotta love sports.
Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
24/7, 365. Coverage of all things NASCAR. All things NASCAR happens exclusively on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
You're listening to Spring Training
today?
Baseball
Good to
on
hear.
Sirius XM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
And men in a pretty good spot to get a baseball today. 4-0 Dodgers. 4 hits for the Dodgers, nothing for the Rockies.
Still not getting that.
And the Bill Chrisman out there to work.
Bottom
against
screen.
the catcher, Braxton Fulford. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for Colorado. Last season in the minor leagues, a .270 hitter for Braxton Fulford. He will take a strike here. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Fulford. Dodgers here in Scottsdale today, back in Glendale tomorrow against the White Sox, the co-tenants of Camelback Ranch. Think there's anybody anticipating tomorrow's game, Mo?
I'll guarantee you there's a few people that are making some changes, and they're headed to the Valley of the Sun either this afternoon or this evening or tomorrow morning.
The Dodgers announcing that Shohei Ohtani will be in the lineup tomorrow for the first time in a Dodger uniform.
Oh, man.
Here is the pitch, and that's outside to Fulford.
And then that makes the writing so small.
Okay, so this is Game 5. The number of Ohtani jerseys, Dodger jerseys, is just off the charts.
Fulford with a deep fly ball to left, going back on it to Teoscar Hernandez, and he'll make the catch. And Fulford is out, 1 gone. I was in the team store at Dodger Stadium, top of the park store, a couple of times in the off season, you know, Christmas shopping and whatnot, and could not believe the number of number 17 jerseys that were just flying off the shelves there. And the folks in the team store did such a great job accommodating. I mean, I literally saw busloads of people coming in. It was incredible.
There's going to be even more and more.
I just can't get the
Which,
batter
by the way, that's
thing
not a
in
bad
there.
situation. You want to go shopping for that special gift? Dodger team store.
It's a great spot.
Maybe
Blackman pops this one up left side of the infield, and Owings is there. He'll make the catch. And there are 2 gone. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in season. They're open in the season. They're open right now. Find yourself over that way, or you make a special trip. They've got some great stuff there. It's one of the better team stores you're going to find. We see a lot of them when we travel around. Chris Bryant yanks this one foul.
You know, a quick note on Chris, Matt, as well. We go back to last year. For whatever reason, the changeup, and it's a good one, but he threw it. It was the highest percentage in his career, 47% of the time. The problem was it was hit a lot for some reason. So that's one of the things that he can kind of work on to try and refine. But boy, that changeup was something he went to the arsenal quite often with it.
I just can't get it.
Wind and the 1-1 to Bryant. Low for a ball, 2-1.
Sorry, again, I know the innings are all jacked
Chris
up.
Matt was a regular out of the Padre pen for a while. He'll deal one home, and Bryant lifts one high and very foul and very far down the left field side. 2-2 to Chris Bryant.
Well, Bryant pulls a lot to begin with. There are only 2 hitters in baseball that pulled the ball more often than he did.
Two pitch. Fouled back to the right.
That's why the infield playing to pull.
There's a no-hitter going on in Seattle, Cincinnati.
Right, first baseman still cannot take a lot of extra liberties. You have to be within distance. So, hey, I can get to the bag in time to receive a throw.
The foul ball off the bat of Bryant.
Yeah, there was the off speed right there.
He tried to come in on the hands again with a changeup. Saw a couple of those. He's had about half of his pitches this at bat inside. There's another one. Jammed him, popped him back and out of play.
So you come up and in. Now do you go away? Chris Matt also did something that I think is really good for a pitcher. We talked about the clock that is ticking. Yeah. If you have a long at bat, well, get the baseball in motion. The home plate umpire, hey, I need a different baseball. That is another way. That's another alternative to stop the clock and get a breath or two.
And now the clock gets reset. And the pitch is swung on in a towering fly ball to deep left. Teoscar Hernandez to the track. And this one just over the wall for a home run. On a 2-2 pitch. It was the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And Nabil Chrismat gives up the home run to Chris Bryant, and it's a 4-1 ball game. Just had a visitor in the booth here who was very happy to see that, actually, unfortunately for us.
Well, for Chris Bryant, again, they missed his bat, literally, because of the injuries. But boy, if he can get back on track again, stay healthy, what a boost for the Rockies.
The Rocky mascot Dinger was in here jumping up and down behind us. The Triceratops. Bryant with the home run makes it a 4-1 game. Here's Nolan Jones hitting third in the Rockies order. That looked like that typical Chris Bryant swing you used to see at Wrigley Field when he was out there competing for the MVP award in the National League.
Yeah, but again, Bryant, just 122 games he's been able to play in 321 opportunities since coming over to the Rockies. So that is a big bat that they have been missing in their lineup, and now it appears that they will make the switch. He's at first base today, and that appears to be his destination.
As strike 3 call, Jones rung up. Chris Matt faces 4 men, gives up the homer to Bryant. That's it. On to the 4th inning, 4-1 Dodgers.
A lot of buzz for the boys in blue this upcoming baseball season. All the returning players and the excitement of the new players that have been added to create a stacked roster, much like Hoffy Hot Dog.
That's right, the Hoffy Classic Beef Franks and Natural Casing Franks. Now you add the new guys, bacon-wrapped hot dog. We know it is the foundation of LA's hot dog. Enjoy some spring baseball. Enjoy Hoffy Hot Dogs. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest Hoffy hot dog.
Hoffy, local, original, great.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter.
From the moment he arrived in Los Angeles, Fernando Valenzuela was the city's singular sensational superstar. Nothing in the 4.5 decades since has dimmed the light of this legend of Dodger baseball. Join us on Monday, April 1st at 7:10 p.m. against the San Francisco Giants. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a jersey of Fernando Valenzuela, sponsored by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Get closer to the game of golf with PGA Tour Radio on SiriusXM, Channel 92, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
Tracking towards the cup, and it goes in.
And it doesn't matter how small you make it, it doesn't get that bottom.
4 season ticket memberships are now on sale. All memberships include exclusive access to opening day, postseason tickets, exclusive member-only events, team store discounts, and so much more. Visit Dodgers.com/membership. Rick Monday, I'm Tim Never. Kirsten Watson with you from Scottsdale today. 4-1 Dodgers with the lead. And that baseball's been stuck in the Cactus for, I don't know, months it looks like. Here's Jalen Beeks, left-hander, former Red Sox farmhand, former Ray.
It's not going to let me update it much more while we're live.
Jose Ramos fouls it off.
Yeah, Beeks also uses the new ruling. You know, the ruling used to be is he had to have your entire foot in contact with the pitcher's slab. Well, Beeks has the toenail of his little toe. That's about it.
Just barely there.
Yeah. So why would he go there? Well, if you've got an angle, the angle, and you're predominantly going to go against right-handed batters, your angle to maybe get that outside corner is better. And that's exactly where he went.
He got Ramos. Mookie Betts coming up for the third time. Second inning. Goes the opposite way to the right field corner. Picks up a run batted in with his first spring training double.
Mookie hit a double. His night
really good piece of hitting there in that at bat. Hit the ball where it was pitched. He takes one inside.
Well, the offense is off to a pretty good start, including with Mookie Betts. Dodgers have outscored now in their fifth game. Outscored the opponents by 21 runs. They've scored 33. They've given up 12. So it's not just the offense in putting runs up on the board. The defense, or the pitching, has done a very good job in negating opportunities.
Pitch to Betts. He will take a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Just a refresher on Mookie in some of his numbers in terms of RBIs. Just saw one there. 107 of them last year. 107 RBIs out of the leadoff spot, the most ever in a single season in Major League history.
So that's kind of an interesting.
Backs away from an inside pitch, 2-2. I mean, think about that. You've got the guy who just come off a season with the most RBIs for a leadoff man. And of course, he is a threat. He's in scoring position in the batter's box anyway when he leads off a game. And he'll be the first guy to the plate for the Dodgers this season. Again, he walks, draws another walk. That's his fourth walk this spring.
Well, he's also seen a lot of pitches so far today. First at bat went 3-2. Second at bat went 2-2, and he goes full count in this at bat.
You know, Mookie Betts in 2016 with Boston, you could argue, I mean, you could really put up his numbers against Mike Trout's. Trout ended up winning it, but the Angels came in last place that year, where Mookie's Red Sox won the division in 2016 in the American League East and went on to the postseason. I mean, you could argue he was more valuable by helping his team win, but he came in second barely in the MVP voting. And he hit, different spots in the order. Brandon Lewis, by the way, at the plate, first baseman. But Mookie hit in different spots in the batting order. But when Alex Cora, the former Dodger, took over as Red Sox manager in 2018, he met with Mookie in January of that year and said, "You are going to be the leadoff hitter. Is that all right?" And Mookie said, "Of course it's all right." And he helped Boston win an American League pennant and a World Series before coming over to the Dodgers. But leadoff has been such a great spot for him. He scores a ton of runs. You and I will have the conversation multiple times during every baseball season how the statistic of runs is probably the most overlooked. It's the most important, but it's probably the most overlooked.
Yeah. Well, that's why on the scoreboard they have that R in the scoreboard.
Exactly. Lewis hits a ground ball, glove side Tovar, backhands, throws, and in time to get him. Good play by Ezekiel Tovar.
Well, they locked Tovar, and he just displayed one of the many reasons. I mean, first of all, to get to that baseball and still be quick enough to get your feet in position and have a strong arm. Bounces the throw, you get a little bit more on it than having a lot of hang time, ball in the air. But, that's strictly arm strength. He did not have a whole lot of time to plant, step, and then throw.
Teoscar Hernandez batting with two men out and Betts in scoring position at second base, fouls the first pitch away. A stretch and the pitch from Jalen Beeks. Hernandez in the air, shallow right, coming in. Blackman will make the head-high catch.
Freddie had 2 hits early on in the game, and Roberts took him out.
Dodgers 4, Rockies 1.
The NFL's top draft prospects are ready to show what they've got at the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine.
Deep down the middle of the field, Marvin Harrison's going to take it to the house.
Tune in for exclusive interviews with GMs, head coaches, and the top prospects as they prepare for the NFL Draft.
You put the tape on, they're good football players, so sometimes it helps. You kind of know what you're getting.
Coverage kicks off Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. The countdown is on.
6 seconds to go.
For the craziest,
5 seconds,
most surprising, most unpredictable tournament in all of sports. Get ready for March Madness.
Butler sends San Diego State to its first national championship game.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th. Then hear live game coverage from Westwood One. From the first four to the final four. March Madness lives on SiriusXM.
Wake up! Wake up, everybody! This is Steve Phillips from the leadoff spot on MLB Network Radio. Join me and former Major League Baseball players Eduardo Perez and Xavier Scruggs as we react to all the latest news and scores across baseball and have plenty of fun along the way.
Steve, you were so right about that.
I don't know if anybody else thinks we're funny, but I think we're funny.
Why are you putting us or we into this?
The leadoff spot, weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio.
Mookie is 1 for 2 with 1 run scored, 1 RBI.
Tune to SiriusXM
Getting 400 on the season.
All year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Right-hander Gus Varland takes over for the bottom of the fourth for the Dodgers. His second outing of the spring. Pitched on Friday. 2 hits in a run, struck out 1. Last year between the Brewers and Dodgers, 16 appearances, went 1-1.
On Spectrum Sportsnet in Los Angeles.
Face Brendan Rodgers, the second baseman, to start things off here in the Colorado fourth. Pitch inside for a ball. This is the fourth, rather the fifth game for both teams. Rockies caught up. They had some split squad stuff going on, so they were able to catch up with the Dodgers, who began earlier, along with the Padres and everybody else. Rockies 3-1-0. Dodgers 3-0-1. Varland made his big league debut last year. There's a shot to center field and a base hit. Brendan Rodgers with a leadoff single for Colorado.
Rockies again average a lot of runs at home and not too many on the road. So they're kind of a free swinging ball club. Highest swing percentage in Major League Baseball and the second highest chase rate. So they expanded the strike zone way too often.
Ryan McMahon, the batter. Well, when they've gone out in the draft, they've always looked for bats because of the big ballpark they play in. And initially, before the humidor, with the altitude situation, playing at 5,280 feet above sea level, they would try to get as many bats as they could. And they would just try to beat your brains in every time you went to Colorado. But pitching could have been a nightmare. Still is some days, in spite of the humidor. I think some days we've been there, I think somebody unplugs it.
Well, I really think this before the humidor. I thought Coors Field was comparable to arena football.
You just couldn't play the ball off the net. That was the only difference. Yeah. Strike call. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan McMahon. Varland's pitch. Well, he got a call, I think.
Oh, that's that angle again. Cuts across that front corner of the plate when he's working off the first base side. Not nearly as much as we saw Jalen Beeks.
Blocked by Barnes in the dirt, and count goes full 3-2. Nobody out. Runner at first.
I appreciate y'all letting me have some spring training here, getting this thing adjusted for y'all.
Brennan Lewis holding the runner on. Came in for Freddy Freeman. There goes Lewis. And ball popped up left side. Foul ground. Giving chase is Owings. Also Hernandez. But that's going to go in the seat. Boy, Owings got out there, didn't he?
Covered a lot of ground.
Man,
that's why we were talking about before about, you get whether he's going to be on the opportunity to come up at the big league level, but you get injuries and call him up. He's a guy that understands how to play the game. I mentioned earlier about fundamentally. You can't say that about everybody, and especially, have a feel for the game. You know, you get defensive guys that they can make plays, and then you get the other guys that make the exceptional plays because they seem to read the ball off the bat better than others.
Rogers goes again, swing and a miss, and the throw down, not there. Out into center field. They get the one out at the plate with McMahon striking out. And a stolen base will be credited for Rogers. At second base and one out for Colorado.
So the pitch. Watch Lux on the throw. Off to the side, and he gets that short hop. That's a tough play.
Elias Diaz, normally the catcher, hit by a pitch first time up. He's the designated hitter today. And he comes up with Colorado's first at bat with a runner in scoring position. Dodgers have had 7 of those. They're 3 for 7. The lone run for the Rockies came on the home run by Chris Bryant, a solo shot.
Talked about the Dodgers and what they've done with runners in scoring position. The pitching staff, I said briefly in the open, but the pitching staff has given up just 3 hits and 31 attempts to the opposing teams thus far.
Pitch inside to Diaz. Elias Diaz came up with Pittsburgh, and he has really found a home in Colorado as their everyday catcher. And improved. I think he really took advantage of some more work. And he done some work with the bat as he has just hit this one out, made it a 1-run game. We'll talk about him throwing runners out, but he's hitting the baseball out of here. Scoring Rogers, it's now 4-3.
Yeah, they love the arm, and right now they love the bat with Diaz.
Well, that was a laser beam to left.
Well, he just opened up. He cleared off that front side on that ball, tailing in on his hands.
That was a 4-seamer that just ran in on the hands. He turned on it and drilled it out of here. Well, Harlan gives up the home run. It's now a 1-run game.
That's a pretty good example about clearing out that front side as a hitter. Otherwise, you're going to get severely jammed.
The batter now, Ezekiel Tovar.
Diaz was not really known for his defense. It did improve last year.
2-0 pitch in for a strike. Tovar certainly has his moments defensively, doesn't he? He can go get the baseball. And he lifts this one in the air to shallow left center field. Little looping line drive. He's got himself a base hit.
And Tovar with the defense, I mean, if he can get the offense going, he also has that other dimension. Is that he has some speed. If he can get on base, he uses the speed, the lateral movement defensively. We've already seen it once in the top half of the 4th inning.
Mark Pryor out to visit. Bob? With the 27-year-old left-hander, Gus Varland. The Dodgers have Tanner Dodson warming up. Dodson from minor league camp. A number of those guys on the trip today. Should start to see some changes after another inning in terms of the defense, but pitching wise, we'll still see a parade to the mound. Brenton Doyle, fleet-footed center fielder, up. He is the 8th hitter. Grounded into a force out in the 2nd inning. Marlin's pitch. Just a hair low for a ball. Runner goes, and a ground ball hit to third. That is charged by Owings. Gloves, throws right on target to first.
Well, that's a nice play. Talk about quick with the hands. He knows he's got some speed at home plate in Doyle. But the transfer, I mean, that was all in one motion. Come in, catch the ball on the run, makes a throw. And those on the television side, this simulcast, you see it. He didn't waste any time at all. And had he waited, would have been an infield single.
I mean, that ball barely touched leather. That is a great transfer. And Braxton Fulford, the catcher.
Well, that's exactly what we were talking about just a couple of moments ago about Owings. A tremendous insurance policy.
Fulford hits a towering fly ball down the left field side. That's hooking foul and out of play. Long and loud strike. Guy's just out there by himself, and the ball came to him. He's on the phone. Said, "Let me put my beer down." I think he ought to go play the lottery tonight.
Blue Beto, sorry to hear that, man.
In the casino beyond right field here. Mr. Right place, right time. Barland's pitch is up high. 3 balls and a strike. Barland, a 14th rounder, 2018 by Oakland. He kicks and delivers, and the pitch was inside, almost hit him, but a swing and a miss, or a swing and a foul, I think.
That wasn't too far away about swinging at a pitch that is going to hit you. In fact, talk about, hitters are saying, "Hey, look, he got in my kitchen." Oh, he got in the kitchen, he got in the front porch, he got in the back porch, he took everything out of the refrigerator. I mean, that was like, I'm going to swing at this pitch regardless.
And he chases one down and away. So up and in, down and away, strike 3. And that's it for the Rockies. They get 2 on the home run by Elias Diaz. We go to the 5th. The Dodgers leading at 4-3.
MLB Network Radio gets you ready for opening day with a tour of spring training.
Baseball is back.
Hear interviews with all-stars.
This is Mookie Betts.
This is Matt Olson.
I'm Adley Rashman. I'm Aaron Judge.
And insight and analysis of all 30 teams.
When I look at this rotation, I see it competing with some of the best rotations in baseball.
Listen to your favorite team's preview show on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89 in the car, or anytime on the all-new SiriusXM app. The countdown is up.
6 seconds to go.
For the craziest,
5 seconds,
most surprising, most unpredictable tournament in all of sports. Get ready for March Madness.
Butler sends San Diego State to its first national championship game.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th. Then hear live game coverage from Westwood One. From the first 4 to the final 4. March Madness lives on SiriusXM.
March Madness right around the corner, and SEC Hoops is right in the middle of everything. On the men's side, can the league secure 9 bids? How many Final Four contenders do we have? And is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side, will anyone be able to take down undefeated South Carolina? Or can LSU and Angel Reese go back-to-back? Keep it locked in on SEC Radio, Channel 374, over the next couple of weeks as we break it all down every weekday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Freddy Freeman has done it again inside the pole.
This is first baseman Freddy Freeman. You're listening to Dodgers Baseball on SiriusXM.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
4 runs on 4 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs on 4 hits. 2 of those 4 hits home runs for the Rockies. We start the top of the 5th inning. And Matt Carasetti, new pitcher for Colorado. 27 appearances in the minor leagues last year, 268 opponent average against. And a host of changes for the Rockies as we start the 5th. We'll get around to those. In the meantime, Austin Barnes leads off for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the first inning and then grounded out.
I'm just not talking into the mic very well, y'all. I'm kind of moving things around.
Kicks and fires. This one's popped up foul back and out of play. So first base, Graham Levine for Colorado. Adel Amador, who is the top prospect overall for the Rockies, is at second base now. He's a really good player, switch hitter. Alan Trejo is at short. And Aaron Schunk is the new third baseman with Jordan Beck out in right field. Those are the Rockies changes so far. There will be more. Just like I said earlier, water is wet, right? As sure as that. Swing and a miss, and Barnes is out on strikes for the second time. One gone for the Dodgers here in the top of the first. Gavin Lux 1 for 2. Flied out to left in the third inning last time up. RBI base hit in the first. Lux saying he feels most days like he's 95%.
Like having the chat display on the screen.
He recently had a conversation with Manny Machado of the Padres. Asked him about his
obviously only works
issues.
if we keep
Manny's
the
had surgeries and whatnot.
What we typed in the chat to about one line instead of like 5 lines. But
you know, they kind of exchanged notes a little bit, and Gavin was looking for, you know, kind of a long-term situation on how you deal with that. And when do you feel like you never think about the knee injury anymore? And he's getting close to that. 0-2 pitch is bounced foul, first base side.
Well, I would imagine he'll have some aches and pains tomorrow morning, if not later tonight. Freddy Freeman was addressing that issue earlier with Kirsten. Is that, look, you can work out all you want, even during the offseason when you're healthy. But when you get to spring training, the repetition, and now you add the adrenaline, the workload, you begin to.
I turned it down a little bit, Beto.
Pitch a ball to Lux, 1-2.
When that soreness goes away, at least experiencing it personally, when the soreness dissipates, when you go out and you work out, you play a ball game, that's when all of a sudden it does not become a topic of a conversation between your own ears. Because you're thinking, well, am I 100%? If I do this, am I going to bother? I go back, I've said it before, the great Dodgers orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Neil Illitraj, said to Charlie Steiner and I a couple of years ago, look, there are no shortcuts in rehabbing from surgery. No shortcuts.
1-2, and Lux hits it on the ground to the right side, down to a knee. Brendan Amador, rather. Amador will stand up, throw out Lux, and there are 2 away. Yeah, no shortcuts, because there might come a time, you know, depending on what the injury is, but in most injuries, especially the lower body injuries, the legs and feet, ankles, and so forth. But there comes a time when you figure, okay, I feel really good, and then when you really push it, you might aggravate it again.
You're trying to avoid setbacks.
First pitch to Vargas is a ball. It's kind of like the worst one, I think. Tell me if you agree. Is the hamstring, because the hamstring convinces you after a while you're good. But then when you start running the bases and you start cutting bases.
And it's like an alligator.
Oh, yeah.
Bites you in the back of the leg.
You never know. You got to let that thing heal all the way. Otherwise, it's going to nag you for the whole year.
Watching Fulford behind the plate, he's had a couple of interesting opportunities to catch balls that look like his catcher's mitt is spring-loaded.
Ground ball to short. Good high hop for Trejo. He'll throw it low and safe at first. The first baseman, Graham Levine, dropped it.
This is Exhibit 1, Your Honor, on why you run everything out. Whether it be spring training, whether it be the season, you get on base, you never know. It may lead to another run. If you give up the opportunity, you don't have the opportunity. What looked like a relatively easy play? No.
Vargas aboard with 2 down. Here's Chris Owings. 0 for 1 with a walk today.
And one impressive defensive play.
Made a really good play on Doyle. last half inning. Inside jammed, rolls it over by the Rocky dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike to Owings. You know, we've been talking about who's going to play tomorrow. Shohei Ohtani. But I didn't want to mention who's pitching tomorrow. Let's not forget Bobby Miller's pitching tomorrow. Oh, he's going to make his spring debut. Well, was he fun to watch last year?
Oh my goodness, he came on and got better and better and more confident as he went along.
So Miller tomorrow against the White Sox. 2-1 pitch. Owings fouls it off, and it's 2-2.
But for Bobby Miller, you know, he's coming into spring training this year. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. He doesn't have to open up a lot of eyes and say, hey, look, I'm ready. No, he's proven that.
They've already been opened.
Now he understands the rigors and the demands at the major league level, day in and day out. He can come into spring training, not that he's going to, not go full throttle, but he knows where he needs to get to.
Owings foul tips it for strike 3. Dodgers come up empty. They leave a man. There was 1 error. Halfway home, middle of the 5th, 4-3 Dodgers.
With Dodger season just getting started, step up to the plate and prepare the best ballpark food at home, like the world-famous Dodgers carne asada fries, made with Chef Merito steak and meat seasoning. Since everyone will start asking, ¿Ya Merito?, run to chefmerito.com to get the authentic seasonings, spices, and marinades that make a carne asada of champions, chicken dishes, and even michelada recipes, inning in and inning out. Visit chefmerito.com.
Oh, I gotta pay how much?
Been to your dealership for car repair lately? You know, half the cars serviced at AMCO don't even need a new transmission. At AMCO, we've been shifting gears for over 50 years, delivering top-notch service and unbeatable expertise. Our expert technicians will give you an honest assessment, and we won't fix what's not broken. So before you say yes to costly repairs elsewhere, get a second opinion at AMCO. That's AA MCO. Transmissions and a whole lot more.
Headed for the wall, got a home run over the left field wall.
2024 season ticket memberships are now on sale. All memberships include exclusive access to opening day and postseason tickets, exclusive member-only events, team store discounts, and so much more. Elevate your fandom and join the passionate community of fans who share your excitement for Dodger baseball. Make memories with family and friends that will last a lifetime and become a season ticket member today. For more information, visit Dodgers.com/membership.
My wife tried to take over.
LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I'm going to mess this up for a second.
There goes Mookie Betts. His afternoon's finished. We'll head back to Camelback Ranch. Mookie on base twice, an RBI double. He scored a run, walked once. Another successful day at the plate. TJ McFarland, left-hander out of the Dodgers bullpen. 4-3, Dodgers lead it. Go to the bottom of the 5th
just tried to take over Sears,
y'all.
y'all.
We'll tell you about for the Dodgers.
All right, let me get this.
McFarland throws his first pitch to.
The mic is still low.
To Beck, the right fielder.
I'm
Jordan
showing
Beck
it in the red.
Goes in for Charlie Blackmon.
It's turned up all the way.
So for the Dodgers, Ryan Ward takes over in left field for Teoscar Hernandez. Taylor Young is now at second for Mookie. And Chris Owings is out of the ball game. Cody Hosey is now at third base. Brandon Lewis, the first sub, came in for Freddie Freeman. TJ McFarland, non-roster invite, trying to make the roster. Dodgers don't have a lot of lefties.
Testing,
He gets a
1, 2,
strikeout here on
3.
appeal. And Beck is out on strikes, 1 down to the bottom of the 5th. You figure you got Alex Vesia there, who does have a minor league option. Wow, that was called strike 3. You see that check swing?
Yep. It's like I didn't mean to do it.
But that wasn't even close. Here's Alan Trejo. That shortstop takes outside. Now you moved your hands. That's close enough.
Billy says, I can hear you good.
Go have a seat.
Yeah, I think it's when I'm not talking directly into it, I'm really low.
One out, nobody on, and McFarland has to talk to Austin
and
Lawrence.
by the way, check swings, there is no rule about, well, did he break the wrist or attempt to hit the ball. And there appeared to maybe be an
X says, who will win?
Initially.
Baseball fans will win. Baseball is back. And the Dodgers,
getting some rain
in the offseason, signed what might be the best player in the history of baseball in one Shohei Ohtani.
Just underneath the overhangs. Just sprinkles.
Trejo pops it up left center.
I don't know what happened with the game audio, y'all.
Ball called to Nolan Jones, the left fielder.
Standing room only.
Yeah, it'll be. Line shot right at Brandon Lewis, who spears it for the out. And TJ McFarland with a 1-2-3 bottom of the 5th. 9-pitch inning for McFarland.
Fuel your fandom when you listen to live sports on the all-new Sirius XM app.
It's deep, it's going, and it is gone! It is bedlam at the bank!
Hear the games you just can't miss.
Caitlin Clark is the NCAA's all-time scoring leader.
And get closer to the teams you love wherever you are.
Hunter McDavid wins the game for Edmonton!
The action you crave is just a tap away. Live sports. Live on the all-new Sirius XM app.
You gotta love sports!
The countdown is on.
6 seconds to go.
For the craziest,
5 seconds,
most surprising, most unpredictable tournament in all of sports. Get ready for March Madness.
Butler sends San Diego State to its first national championship game.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th. Then hear live game coverage from Westwood One from the first 4 to the final 4. March Madness.
Then nobody gets any points.
March
it should have made Ty a choice.
The corner in SEC hoops is right in the middle of everything. On the men's side, can the league secure 9 bids? How many Final Four contenders do we have? And is there a potential Cinderella in the mix? And on the women's side, will anyone be able to take down undefeated South Carolina? Or can LSU and Angel Reese go back-to-back? Keep it locked in on SEC Radio, channel 374, over the next couple of weeks as we break it all down every weekday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Make sure.
Shadow X, did you come in here to cause trouble? Because we don't play that shit around here. We don't play it. We don't play it here, youngster.
Lee, 18 appearances last year, 0-4, and a high ERA of 6.06. New battery entirely. Drew Romo catching him. And there's a new outfield for the Rockies.
58 likes, 1,400 views.
Pajes swings and hits a high fly ball to right center. And waiting for it to come down, the new center fielder, Vladimir Restituyo. So he's in center. Akil Fernandez is in right, and Jordan Beck moves from right over to left. Jose Ramos.
Robert Prado, how you doing, dude?
Now. I mentioned it earlier, but Saturday he hit a home run against the Angels over in Tempe. Last year, big year for him in terms of a couple of things. They wanted him to cut down on his strikeouts. He did that. Wanted him to get more walks. He did that. Motivated him was the Rule 5 draft of 2022. He was hoping that he'd be on the roster. He'd get protected by the organization. He wasn't. He was available. And I think any player who is left available kind of takes that as, look, I got to get going here. He strikes out this time. There are 2 down.
Well, it's motivation. You figure, and most of the players, you have to have confidence in yourself. The players say, well, you know, am I stuck?
So it might be me hitting the keys that are causing that to go.
Please use what we expect to be a brief outage to explore some of the other great shows on SiriusXM. Check back in a minute. We expect to bring you the show regularly scheduled for this time.
So it's Sirius that's having the issue, y'all.
The show scheduled to air at this time is temporarily unavailable.
All right, so
we're working
Sirius lost the Dodger
to get back
game,
on
y'all.
schedule. Please stand by.
Ward's been continuing to advance. We've seen him a lot in these exhibition games over the last couple of years. And when you're constantly on that travel roster, that's a great thing for anybody who's developing still.
Chance to play. He's big and strong.
Hard hit ground ball to the right side. Amador flags it down. The Rockies' #1 prospect makes a terrific sliding play. Side retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 Dodgers.
Feel the thrill of the open road and the frosty chill of winter.
All right, so we head to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 4, Rockies 3.
Or cruising through the snow. Miles and miles of black. Ski Trip, a road trip radio mixtape. Now on the all-new SiriusXM app.
The countdown is up.
6 seconds to go.
For the craziest,
5 seconds,
most surprising,
1 second,
most unpredictable tournament in all of sports. Get ready for March Madness.
Butler sends San Diego State to its first national championship game.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th. Then hear live game coverage from Westwood One. From the first 4 to the final 4. March Madness lives on SiriusXM.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
2:30 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90, in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you, wherever you are, with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
The wait is over.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts.
The Dodgers are the champions of 2020.
You're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on SiriusXM.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on SiriusXM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Feel your whole world fall apart, crazy.
Big week of February baseball continues here in Arizona tomorrow with the White Sox. The debut of Shohei Ohtani. Wednesday, the debut of Yoshinobu Yamamoto in surprise against the Texas Rangers. Ground ball, left side rather, and one pitch and one out from Steven Gonzalez, the left fielder. Trey Sweeney is the new shortstop who made the play.
Yeah, nice little dandy backhand pickup on that one hop throw at first base.
And Amador was the hitter. Trying to get you caught up. Got some more changes as Travis Swaggerty's in center. Drew Avens is in right. And Hunter Fiducia doing the catching for Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. Aaron Schunk, or rather this is Levine, the first baseman. Gonzalez delivers in the dirt for Gonzalez, his second spring training outing. Had a one-hit inning Thursday.
Wow, Sirius is struggling, y'all. It is struggling.
He was up and down the ladder with the Cubs last year. 4 different levels of minor league baseball with the Cubs last year. And with those 4 levels, he only had 22 games to work with. He went 1-1. Pitched 28 1/3 innings all of last season, giving up 18 earned runs.
Just checking some stuff, y'all.
Pitch fouled back by Grant Levine.
All right, we picked up 5 new subscribers. We got 64 in the house. I'll be doing all 3 Dodger games this week for the next 3 days, including the debut of Shohei Ohtani as the DH tomorrow, and the debut of Yamamoto on the mound the following day on Wednesday.
Yarbrough started. Another lefty. Harris, Gamboa, Rooney, and De La Paz, the other lefties that are on the travel roster. 3-2 misses, and that's ball 4, and Levine trots down to first base. 1 on and 1 out for the Rockies. Coco Montez will come up and hit in the DH spot for Elias Diaz. Montez, right-handed batter, takes a strike.
Gonzalez good height to begin with. Gets full extension. 6'5".
Go to first base. Runner jumps back. Levine. You know, it would be remiss to, as far as the Rockies go, just
says, I'm so stoked that baseball is back.
Franchise's history.
It's here, bro.
Really be remiss to not mention Todd Helton today. Becomes the second Rockies Hall of Famer after Larry Walker. But Helton was voted in this year. He came really close last year, but this year he made it. He'll be enshrined in Cooperstown this July. And when you look at where they play, it's the Mountain Time Zone. A lot of people around the country that cover sports call the Mountain Time Zone the Forgotten Time Zone. And so not as many people who vote, maybe out east, particularly swing and a miss, and Montez out on strikes, 2 down. Didn't see Helton play a lot, but they missed out.
Yeah, well, they had ample opportunity to read about him.
They certainly did. What a player. Great.
Well earned.
Aaron Schunk, the third baseman, right-handed batter, takes a strike. But congratulations to Todd Helton. It's just a great thing for the Rockies organization to have a guy who for a number of years was the face of the franchise.
Absolutely.
He always used to say, Mo, all I want to do is play meaningful games in September. And in 2007, he got to play some meaningful games. As the Rockies went on an incredible run, winning 20 out of 21 games, forcing a game number 163, which they won. Throw to first base, and that gets away from everybody. And Levine's going to turn second and go to third. It turns into a two-base error on the pitcher, Steven Gonzalez.
Well, it seemed like a good idea, but that's just, well, airmail. Return to sender, address unknown. Well, it seemed like a good idea, but that's just, well, it seemed like a good idea, but that's just, well,
I can rewind Sirius a little bit.
Airmail. Return to sender, address unknown.
Four-3 ball game. Dodgers up a run, and now the tag run 90 feet away with 2 out. Slowly hit ground ball to first. That is picked up by Brandon Lewis. He'll step on the bag. Chunk is out, and they keep the run. It turns as the Rockies went on an incredible run, winning like 20 out of 21 games, forcing a game number 163, which they won. Throw to first base, and that gets away from everybody. And Levine's going to turn second and go to third. It turns into a two-base error on the pitcher, Steven Gonzalez.
Airmail. Return to sender.
Chunk is out, and they keep the runner at third. So Steven Gonzalez, a scoreless 6th, and the Dodgers lead by a run.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in Southern California, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Hey, it's David Vassay. What makes Navien a home $1,200 rebate when you
of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Your store. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
We were talking about Todd Helton. This is the Hall of Fame class for 2024. Adrian Beltre.
We'll see if it comes back, chat. We'll see if it comes back. Sirius obviously slow and struggling today.
Going in. So winning the Ford Frick Award. Evan Justins is the pitcher facing Brandon Lewis. Justins, 25 years of age, out of North Carolina State. Lewis on appeal gets a strike. Justins is the pitcher facing Brandon Lewis.
I'm trying to sync up the stat page and the audio.
North Carolina State. Lewis on appeal gets a strike. 2 balls and 1.
2 balls and 1 strike, so we're still too far ahead.
Years of age, out of North Carolina State. Lewis on appeal gets a strike. 2 balls and 1. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to short. This one fun.
All right, I keep rewinding it a little bit, y'all.
This one fun. Justice, the left-hander for the Rockies, originally drafted by the Marlins. turned them down and went to NC State and Raleigh, and then the Rockies picked him in the 5th round in 2021. So in 2 years' time, he went from the 39th round to the 5th round. So going to school turned out to be a pretty good move for him. Lefty comes home, and Lewis fouls it off.
Has a little bit of a three-piece delivery. You know, he compartmentalizes it to begin with. First stride, there's a little bit of hesitation, and then there's another little bit of a pause and kind of changing.
We'll just get you the most recent, y'all, and I'll just...
He takes down low.
Dodgers offensively started off like a house on fire. They were 4 for their first 8, scored 4 runs, had 3 walks also. That helped them, but since that time, they're now 0 for 13.
Hosey takes a strike. This is a guy the Dodgers would really like to see more consistent on the offensive side. He's got great upside, a lot of power. And this continues to matriculate through the system. Nice to see him getting more time in the exhibition games this year. And that'll happen as he continues to move along.
No, the first week or 10 days, it's a golden opportunity for the younger players that have been invited to the big league camp to show their wares.
Well, for a guy like Hosey right now, you know, he wears number 91. There's no name on the back, so you know he came over from minor league camp. He's not on the non-roster invite list. But, you know, for him, the goal, one of the goals, it's a minor goal, but next year, spring training, you want to have your name on the back. That means you're a non-roster invite. You've advanced up. That remains to be seen if that happens or not, but you figure it would. It's a natural progression. And he looks to have a solid season this year as he moves up the ladder. 4-3 Dodgers lead it, top of the 7th. 2-2 pitch, and Hosey loops it into center field. That ball is going to get down for a hit right in front of Restituyo. And Cody Hosey is aboard.
Just hang in there, get good at bats, at the breaking ball. Watching it going down that line and just hoping it drops in front of the center fielder, which it did.
It's the first Dodger hit since Freddy Freeman had a 2-run single in the 2nd inning.
Yep.
And then went home. I mean, to his house, not home plate. Hunter Fiducia flies it to left. Opposite field fly ball over toward the line is Jordan Beck to make the catch.
I still smile at the scouting report that Freddy Freeman gave on himself. And for those joining us late in the interview with Kirsten in the far end of the dugout after Freeman came out of the game, told us he played for 39 minutes. Not the number of innings. 39 minutes.
That was Freddie's 2nd spring training game interview.
And we might mention it was a very productive 39 minutes.
Yeah. He's leading the team in spring training interviews so far. And his are 1A. You know who, or 1, you know who 1A is? Landon Knack.
He was terrific.
He was awesome. That was the other day, in case you missed it, but maybe when he gets out there again, Kirsten will put him on again. But it was one of those times, it was almost like when Vin Scully would start a good story and the batter almost knew it and would foul off pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch so that Vin could get through the story. It was sort of that way the other day when Landon Knack was on, where Kirsten kept on asking him questions because more and more foul balls were being hit in the inning, and we had plenty of time to do it. It was great. Trey Sweeney, former #1 pick of the Yankees a couple of years back.
I don't know why this audio is so far ahead. It's crazy. They're so far behind.
So the Dodgers now have announced the trade today Manny Margot was in the lineup today, but he was a late scratch and traded to the Minnesota Twins for a shortstop, Noah Miller. And this shortstop, Trey Sweeney, grounds out to second to end the top half of the seventh. Stretch time in Scottsdale. Dodgers 4, Rockies 3.
Hey, Dickerson, word on the street is that you're driving the Ford F-150 Lightning now. Does that mean I can have your Ford F-150 Hybrid?
Absolutely not. I still drive both. And if I want to get as far away from you as possible, the Ford F-150 Hybrid goes over 700 miles on one tank.
Well, I guess I'll visit my California Ford dealer today to get...
David Catalano with a $2 Valhalla holla. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much. I'm right here, Butterfly. I'm right here.
Left-handed batter now. Fernandez, outfielder. Gets one up in the air, shallow left, and the ball's going to fall in. Trey Sweeney, the shortstop, kept on going out. The left fielder, Ryan Ward, kept coming in. They bumped around, and the ball ended up falling free. And the runner, Romo, will advance to third base.
I'm having real trouble here getting all this stuff to work together, y'all.
Will be in at first.
Unfortunately, everybody got up and appears to be okay, but that's a dangerous situation right there. Who was calling for the ball? As an outfielder, I mentioned this the other day, outfield coming in, if you see the infielder with his back to you as you're coming in, he's telling you, I've got it. Well, that was not the case.
It's simply a communication issue, but and I know you'll tell an outfielder this, easier to come in on a ball than to go back on
it is. Even though you're running kind of side saddle, and Sweeney from shortstop, trying to get to the baseball, is very difficult to judge without peeking exactly where is your left fielder. How close is he?
$6,111 on hand on an overcast day in Scottsdale. See the Dodgers and the Rockies. Bottom of the seventh. 4-3 game. Big cut and a miss by Beck. 1-2 count. Well, the Dodgers have made it official now that Kike Hernandez will be back on a one-year deal.
And is back on a
they've announced the trade, sending Manny Margot to Minnesota. And now that cleared the way for the Dodgers to get another right-handed bat here, somebody they're very familiar with. So Kike Hernandez, a Dodger again.
And Kubler checks in.
1-2 pitch now to Beck. Strike 3 call. Got him. Eduardo Salazar with the punch out. There's one gone.
Well, trying to get the strike just to the outside corner. And with some movement. Boy, that is a pitcher's pitch right there.
I say. Well,
I imagine part of this is Sirius XM is probably dealing with
delivers. And Alan Trejo, the shortstop, swings and hits a high fly ball to right. This should tie the game. Caught by Swaggerty. And scoring from third is Drew Romo, the catcher, and it's now a 4-4 game.
Well, I talked earlier about
so Sirius is dealing with the spring training facilities
that they've had from an offensive
They're not used to
standpoint,
dealing with them, so it's taking longer for the signal to get out.
We're talking about a lot of swings and misses.
People's
There's been 4 batters. 3 of the 4 have swung
and
at the
that's why
first
the
pitch.
stats are so far ahead of the audio.
Vladimir Restituyo looks to bunt. Dropped the bat head way down there and missed it. Can't do much with a bunt with a bat head going below the handle, can you?
Nope.
Chopper foul for strike 2.
And we don't know how much bunting is, taught today versus what used to be. When bunts could be a weapon. But the old adage was you want the barrel of the bat to remain above your hands as long as you can to try and stay on top of the ball. Don't want to pop it up.
Swinging another chopper. It's the old saying, catch the ball with the bat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't hit the ball in the bunt. You receive it. And the farther out on the end of the bat that you can bunt the ball, especially the last 4 to 6 inches, it will absorb the energy and the ball comes off rather dead.
Reaching for a pitch and fouling it down the third base side. It's Restituyo. 2 outs, a man aboard, an 0-2 count to Vladimir Restituyo. Eduardo Salazar, who came over from the Reds organization, and they're pitching for the Dodgers. Was with the Reds for 8 games last year in the big leagues. 8 games, which he threw 12 1/3 innings. There's a bouncing ball through the right side. That's a base hit. Well, he had him on the ropes, 0-2, and let him off the hook. Base hit. Amador up. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Takes low. Well, we've seen what he can do defensively. There's no shortage of his game there. Offensively, hits from both sides of the plate, runs the bases fairly well. 2 on and 2 out for the Rockies in a 4-4 ball game, bottom of the 7th.
It was really good, Butterfly, really good.
Short because of injury. Boy, he had some bat speed. One scout said he was really a man among boys at the high Class A level last year. Had more walks than strikeouts. So above average speed, above average power, but just couldn't stay healthy because of the injury.
Well, he'll move up the ladder this year.
And maybe not one rung at a time either.
He'll probably end up. I wouldn't doubt if he started at AA Hartford and then would advance to AAA Albuquerque. But just a guess. Just a guess. Plenty of time for this young man. Runners lead first and second. Salazar sends one home, and it's slapped foul and out of play by Amador. One ball, two strikes. Ball is hit in the air to left field. Ryan Ward backs up on it, now settles under it, makes a one-handed catch. And the side is retired. Run comes in. 3 hits, 2 left. We go to the 8th. It's a 4-4 game.
A new generation of hip-hop superstars. Let's do it. We're born on SoundCloud.
Sleepy Hollow.
Stay connected to what's popping online now.
Bro, hold on. Let me talk.
A Sirius XM channel where new hip-hop is always on. SoundCloud Radio.
So I've learned some here, y'all. I've learned some stuff. I think I have some ideas here.
Always on the all-new Sirius XM app.
The countdown is on.
6 seconds to go.
For the craziest,
5 seconds.
most surprising,
Chicken fried bao. He always loves it. It was delicious.
Sports. Get ready for March Madness.
What's up, Russ the Hunter?
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th. Then hear live game coverage from Westwood One. From the first 4 to the final 4. March Madness lives on Sirius XM.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM.
All right, a little over 1,700 views, 63 likes.
2:30 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Pennzoil 400
from Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah.
On Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. In the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Get closer to everything that moves you, wherever you are.
Yeah, I got a salad. I ate it this morning for breakfast.
Dodgers fans, this is Evan Phillips.
Evan Phillips continues to do a magnificent job.
I imagine if there's a tie, I don't know what happened.
You're listening
I have
to
no
Spring
idea.
Training Baseball on Sirius XM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
I'll make a tie an option for the next one. I would imagine you lose him.
Shohei Ohtani set to make his Dodger debut tomorrow against the Chicago White Sox over at Camelback Ranch. You want to see him swing the bat? This is about the only time you can is on one of the backfields. He's looking for about 50 at-bats, whether they be back there or in the Cactus League games. We'll start to see him tomorrow. And here's Austin Gauthier. He comes off the bench and delivers a base hit. So we look at what we might see at the top of the order tomorrow. Mookie Betts, Freddy Freeman, Shohei Ohtani. Last year, Betts second in MVP voting. Freeman third in MVP voting. Ohtani first in the American League. And they've all won it before.
He did. Dodgers
Freeman
did tie
2020,
7-7 against the Angels a couple days ago.
MVPs. It will be a monumentous occasion when they are in the lineup together in a regular season game. Why is that? Think about the number of regular season games that have been played in the history of Major League Baseball, Mo. There's been a lot of them, right? Like about...
I'll tell you exactly how many.
How many?
There have been in the process of Major League Baseball 351,956 regular season games.
So we're almost at 351,000 games. Only 12 games in the long history of Major League Baseball has there ever been 3 MVPs hitting in the lineup at the same time. There's a shot by Taylor Young to center field. That's a hit.
I mean, I saw that number because you and I were talking. I said, well, I wonder how many. There have been in regular season games in Major League Baseball history 351,956 games played.
So the top 3 in the order. MVP, former MVP, former MVP, former MVP. Hitting 1, 2, 3. Only 12 times out of all those games. Now think about that. But think about this for a second. It's going to take the Dodgers about 2 weeks to match that themselves and then shatter that record throughout the course of the season. And as everybody is anticipating tomorrow, Ohtani will be in the lineup as the DH. It's ground ball toward the right side. Amador's throw just a little bit off the mark. And Drew Avens is aboard. That'll be a base hit for him. And suddenly the bases are full of Dodgers.
Rather impressive. Also, with Amador, he realized his first baseman was coming over to try and make the play. His only chance was to go to second base. And he didn't waste any time. The throw pulled off the runner. Still not sure it would have been there in time. It's a play by Amador. By the way, just giggles and grins. If you like to figure out the percentage of having MVPs 3 in a row, 12 times, the opportunity percentage is .0000341.
So, no, hardly any chance. Oh, wait. So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
Said Lloyd Christmas. So you're telling me there's a chance. Travis Swaggerty goes the opposite way and deep toward left field, carrying to the warning track. Caught by Beck, and tagging and scoring from third is Gauthier, and that gives the Dodgers the lead right back at 5-4.
Boy, that was a pretty good charge. This is a big ballpark. There's 345 down both lines, 410 feet to straightaway center field. So big RBI.
3 straight hits and a sacrifice fly will get you a run. Let's see what the Dodgers can continue to do here. 1 man out. And runners at first and second. And Ryan Ward swinging the bat, and he knocks it to the wall and over the wall for a ground rule double. Dodgers will get 1 out of this.
Well, the shock troops, I'll tell you what, they're not wasting any time at home plate. There have been 5 batters. There have been 4 hits, a sacrifice fly, and a lot of first pitches have been hit in this inning.
Yeah, so Ward with 4 runs batted in this spring. That must make him the club leader by now, right? I don't think so. Infield's going to be in for the Rockies.
Don't ask me. I'm still hung up on 351,956 regular season games have been played.
Dalton rushing out of Louisville. Dodgers top prospect. He takes a strike. Now he had to sit. When he went to Louisville, he had to sit behind Henry Davis. Now Davis was drafted first by Pittsburgh a couple of years ago. So first round pick at Louisville, which has now really developed quite a string of really good catchers, including Will Smith. And the ground ball hit towards short. Trejo's got it. Runners have to hold. Oh, here comes Avens. Head first slide, safe.
Oh, heads up running.
Terrific piece of base running by Avens. He had Trejo convinced he wasn't going anywhere, and Avens timed it perfectly, and now the Dodgers lead it 7-4.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dino Ebel, the information he gives runners to begin with. Hey, wait a minute. Here's the deal. Get a good lead. Get a good secondary lead. Let's see what happens. And if you're not going to pay attention to the runners. Oh, he gave a quick look, and then he kind of nonchalanted the throw. That's just heads up anticipating by Avens.
Cody Hosey fouls this one away.
Well, earlier talking about the base running, and this is an example of just being aware, acutely aware of opportunities.
Shit.
Thomas Ponticelli, the pitcher, delivers low and away to Hosey. Mentioned Ward with 4 runs batted in. He is the club leader, but tied with Freddy Freeman, who also has 4 runs batted in so far. Ward at second base.
1,795 views, 65 likes.
That's a base hit. Here comes the runner around third. Throw to the plate. Not in time. And taking the extra base on the throw was Hosey. A base hit, a run batted in. And he'll take the extra bag, and now the Dodgers have doubled up the Rockies 8-4.
And that base running continues, but you don't base run unless you have a chance to get on base. And a good swing by Hosey. Beck actually had the ball just before the runner even touched third base. But that throw missed the cutoff man, and very alertly,
I remember that
Hosey takes advantage.
Summer. I remember the Bugs Bunny.
Final visit for the Rockies. 4-run inning here in the top of the 8th inning. The Dodger prospects getting it done, huh?
Well, 7 batters, 5 hits, heads up base running.
Oh, Dodger Blue.
Checks off a lot of boxes for the coaching
Patriot
staff.
Roy D.
You know, the base running by Avens, that's something. That's a great hustle play. We've seen Ward come up with some, terrific at bats lately, especially the bases clearing double in Tempe 2 days ago. Another run scoring hit here. Brown rule double. Hunter Fiducia, catcher, takes outside ball 1. Dodgers are 6 for 11 in the ball game with runners in scoring position. So getting it done with men on. Ponticelli stretches, comes home, and that's a strike. Brian Ward, so far good spring. Fiducia goes the other way deep. That ball is going to get over the head of the outfielder Beck and carry him off the wall. Hosey will come in and score. And into second base with a 2-out RBI double is Hunter Fiducia. It's 9-4.
Dodgers are turning this inning and this ballpark now into Rocket City. I mean, they have hit rocket after rocket. And that was a tailing pitch out away. And Fiducia handled that one like he owned it.
Fiducia is going to stand there and watch at second base. Bud Black's going to come out and get Ponticelli. Ponticelli has just been knocked around, and Trey Sweeney's going to come up and be the 9th man to face the Rockies this inning. So 8 have come up. 5 of them have scored.
Samuel says, I love Hunter.
2
Goodbye,
outs,
Barnes.
Top of the 8th. Dodgers leading 9-4.
Hey, LA County, Freddy Freeman here. Did you know California is stepping up to the plate with a new Cal Recycle law? It's changing the game on what's accepted as CRV, California Redemption Value. Now, more of your everyday beverage containers can be turned into cash. So let's hit a home run for the environment and our wallets. Check out cleanla.com for the full roster of eligible containers, brought to you by LA County.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Don't want to miss any of Val rocking out the Dodgers this year. Yeah, we'll get it together, man. I'll get this thing so it's smoother.
Or any kind of real estate.
We're going to have a lot of fun this year,
boys
though.
in blue this upcoming baseball season. All the returning players and the excitement of the new players that have been added to create a
Hopefully we have some fun this
like
year, and hopefully it culminates in a World Series for our beloved Dodgers.
The new guys, bacon-wrapped hot dog. We know it is the foundation of LA's hot dog. Enjoy.
I think that's what protects him, Summer. I think that's why Barnes is still on the team.
Hot dog.
Local, original, great.
No, I haven't closed the bet.
Rogers, left-hander, from Rockies minor league camp. Rosenbag down last year in Albuquerque. He had 13 starts, 30 appearances overall.
I'm going to close it right now, Butterfly, because you're confused about the format.
Pitching at altitude in Albuquerque.
It doesn't matter. All the bets are on the Dodgers, so nobody's winning no points anyway.
And the batter will be Trey Sweeney, a left-on-left matchup here. 9-4, Dodgers lead it, top of the 8th, 2 outs.
It literally doesn't matter because there are 9 bets on the Dodgers, 0 bets on the Rockies. So we'll close it.
Sweeney's getting a good look early.
The winner.
Long look.
And complete it.
Stretch now by Rogers. He'll look to the plate. And gets Sweeney to swing and miss.
Rogers with that outside target and the pitch right to the target as far as the area, a little bit lower.
Sweeney looking.
I just gave everybody $25,000.
Sweeney clubs one to center field, but it'll be playable for Vladimir Restituyo. He'll make the catch, drifting back a little bit to his right. Dodgers put 5 runs on the board in the 8th and lead it 9-4.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free
What's
advanced Wi-Fi
up,
for
Omar
enhanced security
Ochoa?
and
What's
privacy,
up, Omar?
and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's David Vassay. What makes Navien a home run for your home? Navien tankless water heaters offer an endless flow of hot water for spa-like comfort, a 15-year limited warranty, and lower energy bills. Right now, SoCal Gas is offering up to a $1,200 rebate when you replace your old tank with a new, high-efficiency Navien tankless water heater. Find the name of your Navien contractor today at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Dodgers fans, Dave Roberts joins MLB Network Radio Fridays at 11:35 a.m. Pacific on Sirius XM 89 and the SXM app.
Hey, we came to play. I'm on the way. We came to stay. I'm on the way. This ain't a game.
Tomorrow, the Dodgers and White Sox over at Camelback Ranch. Bobby Miller will make his first Cactus League start. Looking forward to seeing a big right-hander go at it. 11-4
the spring training
year.
debut tomorrow of Bobby Miller and Shohei Ohtani.
Good job. He's young at second base, and he will throw out the hitter, Grant Levine, and there's one out. New pitcher's John Rooney, left-hander. And he's an interesting sort. He has had a very good time in the minor leagues, especially against left-handers. They just can't hit him. Last year, lefties had 202 against him. He's got a, and when they do reach, he's got an elite pickoff move. He gets guys out one way or another. Well, here's a guy that could be rather interesting. You know, sometime during the summer, you never know.
Earlier in the broadcast, Tim, talking about the impatient hitting of the Rockies. Highest swing percentage, second highest, and also the highest chase rate in baseball.
Coco Montez lifts this one in the air to right field. And Drew Evans.
And they continue in this ball game to hit early in counts. Speaking of hitting,
We picked
the
up
Dodgers
another
in the
sub,
first
so
7
I'm going to
innings,
make
4 runs
some
on 5 hits.
make some things come up on the
In the
screen
top
here.
of this, the 8th inning, that 5 runs
I'll get
on
rid of
6
them.
hits. The Dodgers have scored in bunches, you know.
I'm not sure how else I can do
Aaron
that,
Shutt,
y'all.
the third baseman for Colorado, fouls it back. Rooney, 6'5" left-hander. That ought to give you an advantage being that tall anyway.
But 14,540 is the subscriber count now.
2018 out of Hofstra. Almost even time last year between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Had 29 appearances in Tulsa, 24 in Oklahoma City.
Talk about scoring in clusters. 8-run first inning on Thursday. A 6-run sixth inning Thursday as well. 5-run eighth inning a couple of days ago. 5-run eighth here.
Wave and a miss, and Shunk out on strikes. And how about John Rooney? A 7-pitch inning in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the 9th. 9-4 Dodgers.
It's fantasy baseball Dodgers season, up by 5.
Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you draft a winning team.
Gone for Ronald Acuna.
The Tout Wars Fantasy Baseball Draft. Tout Wars. Tomorrow at noon Eastern. The top experts in the fantasy industry are drafting against each other.
I'm curious where you come in on Ellie De La Cruz.
Upside is top 5. Jeff Erickson and Nick Whalen bring you pick-by-pick analysis with draft strategies.
No, it's currently 9-4. Demigod.
Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM
7
app.
pitches for Rooney there. Just 7 pitches in that inning.
For the craziest, 5 seconds, most surprising, most unpredictable tournament in all of sports. Get ready for March Madness.
Sends San Diego State to its first national championship game.
Starting with Selection Sunday on March 17th.
This is going to be it for streams today, y'all. I just could not find anything that interested me for the night.
On Sirius XM.
Tomorrow,
the NASCAR Cup
we're going to come on for the Dodgers versus the White Sox. And like I said, the debut of both Ohtani and Bobby Miller for the year. And then Kentucky, which has been doing really good on the channel. We're going to do the Kentucky basketball game right after that. Lakers versus Clippers on Wednesday.
With the Sirius XM app.
Dodgers on Wednesday as well. That's the debut of Yamamoto. And then Sunday, we're going to do the NASCAR race in Vegas.
You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on Sirius XM. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius
I think
XM
you guys have been having fun with the
and
NASCAR
on the
races because we
Sirius
picked
XM
those
app.
drivers.
Wednesday, Yoshinobu Yamamoto will make his Dodgers spring training debut.
That's the
Texas
old plan
Rangers
this week, y'all.
over in Surprise, Arizona. And a lot of folks looking forward to seeing what he can do. Again, 25 years of age.
No,
He
he's
has
not
won the
pitching.
Cy
He'll
Young
be a
Award, which is
designated
the
hitter.
Equivalent to the Cy Young
So what I've heard
Award.
is it's likely
times.
the first
Pitching
game
Triple
where
Crown. There's so many
Mookie, Freddie,
accolades in his young career.
and
He has
Ohtani
reached.
will play together
Austin
with
Goff
Will
here.
Smith.
Grounds out. Ungrounded out of Hofstra. He grounds
I'm
out for
probably
the first
not
out
going
of
to be able to
top of
see the
ninth.
game, that one either. So bummer deal.
Eighth
Bummer
inning, big
deal.
inning for the Dodger offense. The prospects getting it done. 6 hits, Mo. That's where they're all going.
Well, 6 hits and all over the ballpark.
Picking the cars was genius,
And
Val.
nothing
Love
was
it.
hit
Yeah, it's a
softly.
good time. It's a good time, man. Because then we can yell at one another in the chat when we wreck each other.
One out, Taylor Young, the batter.
I do. I'll
Takes
load the
inside.
Ohtani emojis by tomorrow, Summerall. I forgot to put them up. I've got 2 of them. Mr.
Good
Classic
pitching
in
this
the
week.
house. What's
Bobby
up?
Miller tomorrow. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on Wednesday. Pitching
I'm
against the
I'm
defending
looking
world
forward
champs.
to Yamamoto pitching just as much as I'm looking forward to Ohtani taking swings, y'all. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, Young clubs this one to the gap in left center. That's going to get down. It is cut off in front of the warning track by Restituto, but in with a stand-up double. It's Taylor
Double
Young.
action there
That ball was solidly struck.
for Avens.
And some loud hits now the last 2 innings by this Dodger ball club. The youngsters are flexing their muscle. Boy, he just got up on top of right at the top of the strike
Y'all, I'll
zone and
never
got that one.
forget that first race at Daytona when Rob, we're coming to the checker flag and Rob is the 1 car
When it
and
sounds
wrecks
like
the
that,
entire
what does it feel
field
like in your
coming to the
hand?
checkers.
You don't feel any vibration.
I will never forget that shit as long as I stream.
There are some swings that you take and some balls that you hit that you don't feel anything. And in your mind, it's like it's in slow motion. And then, conversely, when you're in a slump, it's like someone hit fast forward.
Josh
I
Rogers
think a lot of
deals
folks are
home.
liking it,
This one
Mr.
fouled
Classic.
off
I
by
think a
Drew
lot of
Evans.
people
He's
are
got an
impressed
0-2
by
count
Root,
on him.
by John Rooney.
They're at second and one out for Avens. Taylor Young at second base. Young out of Louisiana Tech. Breaking ball slapped down the left side. That's going to slice. Goes into the Dodger bullpen. Another lefty warming up for the Dodgers down there. Now that's a nice look. I don't know if that's a hat or if that's supposed to be blue hair, but definitely matches the jersey. A swing and a miss, and Avens chased one up, and he strikes out. 2 down. Travis Swaggerty with a run batted in with a sacrifice fly. He'll get an opportunity with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Swaggerty, first year in the Dodger organization. Pitch, breaking ball taken for a strike.
Appreciate it, Sheila.
He's got a confident last name.
Yeah, thanks for hanging with us today. Thanks for letting me mess around with the setup here, y'all. I'm kind of getting it built in my mind how exactly it's going to work. I do like that alternative page that shows the entire screen. So I'm going to incorporate that in it somehow.
Left on left matchup here as Rogers deals home, and he gets him with a slider. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. So we head to the bottom of the ninth. Dodgers up by 5.
Dodgers leading 9-4.
Baseball is back.
Gone! Home run number 29!
Hot off the heels of a record-breaking 2023 season, it's time to celebrate our first baseman,
Freddy Freeman.
Join us for the first bobblehead giveaway of the 2024 season
General Ford
on Saturday, March 30th at 6:10 p.m. versus the Cardinals.
His life is so hard.
Fans in attendance will receive a Freddy Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
A lot of buzz for the boys in blue this upcoming baseball season. All the returning players and the excitement of the new players that have been added to create a stacked roster, much like Hoffy Hot Dog.
That's right, the Hoffy Classic Beef Franks and Natural Casing Franks. Now you add the new guys, bacon-wrapped hot dog. We know it is the foundation of LA's hot dog. Enjoy some spring baseball. Enjoy Hoffy Hot Dogs. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest Hoffy Hot Dog.
They get to come home tomorrow, huh, Rosie?
Great.
Your car is one of your most prized possessions, so you want to make sure you're taking care of it, and that includes routine oil changes. Hi, this is Tim Cates. With our
if we get a few views in this half inning, we'll get to 2,000 views.
Home with a 15-minute
68 likes.
Change. No waiting rooms, no appointment
Picked up
needed.
about,
with locations all over Southern California.
What was that, 8
Go to
subscribers?
SoCalOilChange.com and find the Valvoline Instant Oil Change near you. When you pull in, they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Got 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You want baseball? The doggy has your coverage.
All right, we'll see you, Theo. Have a good night, dude. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Coverage anywhere. Weekdays,
enjoy your D&D.
Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio, channel 82.
Yep, Shohei, Bobby Miller. Truth.
9-12 and 1 the line for the Dodgers. 4-7-1 for the Rockies.
For that music
3 outs to get.
Innings.
And the Dodgers will entrust it to left-hander Alec Gamboa. Grew up in Madeira near Fresno.
Right, Gamboa in to try to shut it down for the Doyers in the ninth.
Four-seamer slider, pretty much. And he will get set to face the right-handed hitting Drew Romo, the catcher. Last time up, hit a double and scored a run. So Gamboa deals high and away, ball 1. 27-year-old Alec Gamboa. Tough start and an end to the season last year, but the vast majority of it, he was very, very good. And again, with the Dodgers not having that many lefties, relatively speaking, in the organization, this is another opportunity for him to get a good look.
Mr. Plastic is not too confident in Gamboa.
And the kick in the pitch. Ooh, nice delivery, and in there for a called strike. 1-2 to Drew Romo. And down in the dirt it goes. Gamboa, he was in high school growing up near Fresno. Obviously a good baseball player. Look where he is, but he was a great football player and also a wrestler. He was very good on the mat.
So if you're going to charge the mound, this may not be the guy to do it with.
No, because he could get you in a half Nelson real quick and pin your shoulders down.
Robe wondering what Dave's son is going to call him. Well, I think that's to be determined.
Ball clubbed in the air to center field. Swaggerty over toward left center, calling for it. He'll put it away, and that is out number 1 in the bottom of the 9th. I'm down 2 to get.
I think it's usually the kid that determines that.
Looking for their
I just left
and
and came back to give another view. Thanks, Billy. Billy, you are the man.
And Gil Fernandez now comes up.
You are the man, Billy.
Left on left here. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Big
Dodgers
Daddy.
leading 9-4 here on the simulcast. Swing and a miss. That's 0-1. Radio listeners on AM 570. And
you know,
TV,
I was looking
Sportsnet
at the stream where we predicted when Baby Rhodes was going to show
Tomorrow
up, and I
again
think
on the
Dave
simulcast
Rhodes was the
from
one that
Camelback Ranch.
predicted
We'll
it.
get to hear about
I think
Shohei
Rhodes
Ohtani
was
being
the
in
one that
lineup.
was right on.
Bobby
They're real
Miller's first
close.
outing. Dave Roberts, Danny Lehman, Bob Guerin sitting outside.
He said
the
2
dugout.
o'clock.
Sitting on a 5-run lead here late with 1 out.
You know, just looking at scan reports, there's one listing that I see now in scan reports that now we can say they're rather humorous. You know, Gamboa is listed, obviously left-handed pitcher, you can see that. But he's listed as a switch hitter.
Like that matters?
Yeah, so he can bat both left and right, just in case.
I'm trying to remember.
Just in case.
You know, there was a pitcher, I know the Astros had him for a while, a long time ago. Not really long time ago, maybe in the late in the first decade of the 2000s. Was it Wandy Rodriguez, I think?
Rose had the
he was a
inside
switch-hitting
scoop.
pitcher. And even then, as
Rhodes knows his boy.
Out 2 down, you'd say to yourself, what's the point?
Yeah, I think he was the closest, y'all.
If you're a pitcher and you're a switch hitter, what is the point? You're going to bunt half the time anyway. If you're a switch-hitting pitcher, well, it just gives you the opportunity to strike out.
If this score
from both
holds
sides.
the Dodgers with that tie with the Angels,
But not
they'll
anymore.
still be undefeated in spring training.
Yeah, Rodriguez was listed as a switch hitter.
Yeah, I remember him. I saw him in a spring training game a number of years ago. Hit a home run left-handed.
And Boa's
Now,
pitches
batting
have a tendency to go
over
high.
11
so
years,
Mr. Classic.
253 games.
Jordan Beck. That's a looper into center field for a base hit.
That's a little base wrap to prolong this one. My guess was 209 and it was 229. This is Rhodes. I knew it was close. I knew it was within minutes.
134.
Our starter's looking good so far this spring. This is Ruby Oak.
Right and left.
I think Wolf Fool's about to hit into a double play. Based on what I just saw.
I don't mean to make you do homework on.
No, it's fine.
On that.
It's fine.
Alan Trejo will lift this one into center field. Coming on, swaggered in. That's your ball game.
Oh, saved by the last out.
Yeah, you're good. So the Dodgers go to 4-0-1 with a 9-4 win over the Rockies this afternoon in Scottsdale. Dodgers remain unbeaten in Cactus League play. Hand the Rockies their second loss. They're now 3-2. So the Dodger starters got it done. The Dodger reserves.
So that's going to do it for this one, y'all. Dodgers win. Dodgers win. Dodgers
on to Camelback Ranch for tomorrow, the debut of Shohei Ohtani. But here today,
All right, so the Dodgers get the victory in this one, y'all. 9-4. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, for more Dodger baseball. We already talked about it numerous times. It'll be the debut of one Shohei Ohtani in the designated hitter spot for the Dodgers. I've heard rumors that it'll be the entire infield. Freddy, Mookie, Lux, Muncy, and Will Smith behind the plate. Dave Rhodes, I got to actually drive the Escalade. But yeah, no late night stream tonight. I don't know what's for dinner, Nufo. I don't have any idea. I think we might have salads. Yeah. Good little test run for the new setup. I hope you guys like the changes. I hope we can figure out how to get that audio so it's more timely with the stat page. I got some ideas about that full screen look as well. But I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. I want to say goodnight, Gracie. Thank you to the moderating team on the channel, to the members, the subscribers, the V-homies, the berserkers. General Thor will be proud. And we'll see you tomorrow here on Valhalla Sports Talk for more Dodger baseball. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air.